Jordan Love gave us 9 great games last year, and it was incredible. Can he do it again? Jared Goff, maybe he continues this momentum. Maybe he's due for a letdown. I don't know. Minnesota has Sam Darnold. So there's an opportunity to be competitive, I think, in this division in year one.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. hims.com/joy.
SportsStar.com, San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Dallas Cowboys got their first win of the preseason, beating the Las Vegas Raiders 27-12. The Houston Texans improved to 2-1 with a 28-10 win over the New York Giants. At the Little League World Series, Bernie returns to action tonight as Southwest will take on Southeast with the first pitch set for 6. I'm Vic Brown with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, San Antonio. Oh, the intro you may have heard said, here's AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson, but alas, only one of us is here. But how could that be? Well, friends, Rob Thompson has been fired from this radio station. He's done for, gone. Yeah. I said, you know what, Bubba? I don't need you anymore. Beat it. Gone. Actually, that's a lie. That's a made-up story I just did.
Yeah.
Rob is not fired. He's apparently sick.
I know. What happened? Did he go to the show?
Oh, yeah.
No. Here we go.
We were at the show. Oh, yeah, Bubba. Oh, yeah. The Rock show. And then, Rob was also like, we went to the Rock show. We pre-gamed a little. Rob drank some mezcal. At the pre-show.
Okay.
I forget what the name of the place was where we pre-gamed at. I want to give it a shout out because it was my first time there. You ever been to Burleson Yard Beer Garden?
No. That's where it was?
That's where we pre-gamed at. Burleson Yard.
Burleson Yard.
Yeah. Rob was there. Rob's wife was there with a bunch of her old teacher friends were there.
Okay.
So it was us and a bunch of gals, a bunch of old yentas. And but one of them was kind enough to drop us off at the arena, because from my place to Burleson Yard, which is apparently very close to the Alamo Dome, my Uber was $38.
What?
Oh yeah, they call it
without tip.
Yeah, without tip. They've stopped calling it surge pricing. Now it's event pricing.
Oh, that's how they get away with it.
Yeah, so it's like,
come on, man.
Whatever they were going to charge you, they charge you like an extra $10 on top of it.
Just because there's an event going
on.
They supposedly got to deal with the event. Right, all the
I don't
traffic.
even think they got a deal.
Yeah.
I just think they're
Yeah.
they're gouging. Gouging.
Wow.
So luckily, this gal was like, I would have been 30 more to get from Burleson to the Alamo Dome. And this is like not very far at all. And I was
Right.
like, I'll walk. I mean, this was like, we were talking about, it's like
Heat or no heat?
less than a mile. And
Really?
yeah. And Rob was like, yeah, it's hot outside. It's like,
Oh.
dude, you soft, man. You soft.
He's spoiled.
But instead, one of his wife's friends gave us a ride, and that was nice. We got to the show, and Rob and I were seated in separate sections.
Oh, really? They weren't all together?
No.
Nothing?
No. Minix and Rob were in one section.
Okay.
Joe Reinagel and I were in the other.
Mm.
Our section was
How was that?
the elite section.
Who was closer?
We were closer.
Okay.
We were closer and more centered. They were off underneath the overhang, so the sound wasn't as good. It was just they probably had a really, really, really bad experience, is my guess. I had a great experience.
How long was the show?
It wasn't all that. I don't know. I lost track of time. If I'm being, I drank a lot of beers.
Okay.
Well, listen, when you're if you're gonna pay for the Uber, you
Well, yeah.
gotta get your money's worth.
Exactly.
So I said, you know what? I'm not driving tonight. We're partying. This was the same strategy I followed on Saturday night as well. Oh, I'm not driving. I'm partying. Although on
Well, that's how it should be.
yeah.
Yeah.
On Saturday, I'll finish Friday first.
Okay.
Someone in my section, I won't say who, someone lit up a marijuana cigarette.
No.
Yeah.
Just
at least
one?
I think that's what it was. I'm not you know me, man. I'm like
Yeah.
I'm a straight and narrow kind of guy. But somebody in my section lit up what the kids call a doobie.
Nice.
And I think they were passing it around and enjoying it in like a
small little circle.
a little circle. I
Did it come by you?
please. I think everyone could tell I was a square. They weren't going to pass me that joint. But then some lady came down, like me.
What did Reinagel do?
He was blazed. No, I'm just kidding. He wasn't in the circle.
Oh, okay. All right. Just curious.
But a lady came down and said, "Hey, my kids are here. They can smell that."
Did they want some?
And I thought to myself, now, mind you, I had nothing to do with this marijuana cigarette.
Right.
Not one bit to do with it.
You were about, what, 4 beers in by now?
Probably about that.
Okay.
And these are the tall with the 25-ounce cans.
The $45 beers?
Well, they're not quite that much here, but they
but they were a lot, though, right? A little bit?
Yeah, they're like $14 or
event
something like
prices.
that. $14.
Jeez.
But this guy was like, do I need to get security? And I started thinking to myself, we're at a rock and roll show.
Exactly.
There's some sort of
atmosphere, or
there's like a built-in like knowledge that there's gonna be some smoke happening.
Right.
You didn't go. This is like a not just any rock show. You went to like an 80s rock show.
Yeah.
Of course, the people there are gonna be smoking weed.
Exactly.
You took your kids to a rock show.
How old were these kids? Did you see them?
I didn't see them.
Oh.
You know me. I mind my own business.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in mind your own damn business.
Yep.
And this lady was not minding her business.
She was the Karen of the group, huh?
She was the Karen of the group. So the guy there who I'm pretty sure was the one who had the weed. He was the
okay.
The dope man.
The plug.
Yeah. He put it out. And
Man, really?
Yeah, he was a real gentleman.
And no one
Um,
else sparked it after that. That was it.
No, that was the end of it, man.
Wow.
One Karen ruined it for everybody. The craziest part is the dude that was there was right in front, right by security. Security didn't say nothing, Bubba. They said party on, blaze on.
They probably, I don't know,
Probably.
took a little bit too. You never know.
Probably.
Let me tie my shoes here.
One of the security gals there, I think she was flirting with me because she kept letting me cut through the place where I wasn't supposed to go because so I wouldn't have to go all the way around to go get beer.
Really?
I think she was digging me. You know, she's like 22. You know, she's a little
man,
a little young for my flavor, but
you never know, huh? Well, after,
but yeah, I didn't know that was gonna be that there was gonna be snitches in the crowd. When my kids are at the rock show.
and this is all happening what, like at 6:30?
No, this was happening in the middle of
like the middle of the show, like around 8.
No, this is late show. This is in Def Leppard set, so the final band is on.
Oh, okay.
Nobody listen. You want to bring your kids to Journey? All right, cool. You're at Journey.
Right.
Journey's over, baby. You want your kids to be in. You want them to be on Sesame Street. You get them out of there by the time we bring on Def Leppard.
Exactly.
Get your kids' asses out of there. Put them to bed. Put the kids to bed.
It's bedtime.
That's right.
School started. Let's go.
And this old bag. hey,
stop it.
I don't like that. I hate it when people do that. And then Saturday went up to the Rue Pub.
Oh, how was that?
It was nice, man. They had a little section reserved for us. We got the little
little table,
little couch area there. And
it's been a minute since I've been there.
It's a good haul for you. It's a good haul for you. But I Ubered up there again with my buddy Matt, who's in town. And what Matt didn't tell me before we Ubered up there was he wasn't going to drink at all night.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
He didn't have a single beer, not one beverage. And he's soft, man. He's like a he can barely handle a beer. He's like he almost threw up. I gave him some mezcal. He's like, I can't do any more of that. And then and he's like a vegetarian. He's
right.
He's got some weird stuff going with him. But so he didn't even like say, hey man, you don't pay for an Uber, I'll drive, no big deal.
Okay.
Didn't even offer that.
Wow.
So I just paid for the Uber both ways when I had a perfectly good designated driver.
Man, that's wasted right there.
It's wasted, man.
Yeah.
So, and that's the other thing, I had this section reserved, and if they're going to save me a section, they probably expect us to spend a certain amount of money.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
Well, this dude's he's a free ride. He's drinking water all night.
Oh man.
So what do I have to do?
You have to double up or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
I got to drink like 8 tall beers by myself
just to make up the cost
Yes.
of what you're supposed to spend.
Yeah. So
and they didn't charge $5 for the water?
No. And then Pledger came at the end, and then we started doing some shots. Pledger and I did.
Save the night, huh?
Yeah, Pledger keeps the party rolling. But I could have had a free DD, and instead I had to drink double the beer.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
so yesterday was just a recovery day for me. I was sometimes when you carry the load,
you
gotta take a rest day.
You gotta take a rest day.
You gotta take a rest day. And I don't want to say I was a hero on Saturday night, but I did some heroic things.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
you drink $100 worth of beer by yourself one night.
That alone is a good feat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
still conscious at the end.
Yeah. I felt pretty good. It's a good night.
Yeah, I would have been unconscious probably by the 4th or 5th one, maybe.
That's the thing. Like Rob makes fun of me for drinking my fancy schmancy beer.
Oh, the Motor Oriole beer.
Yeah. And those beers, that's got a lot of booze in it.
Yeah, that's at least a 10 weight 50 or something.
So if if I go to a place like Rupub they don't got fancy beers.
Nah.
And I'll drink.
But what's the fanciest beer they have?
Like they have some IPAs.
Okay.
But I
Guinness.
I think they have Guinness, but I'm not particularly a Guinness guy.
Okay.
So I was drinking a Crawford Bock and a Shiner Bock.
Okay.
I think I drank all. Like,
you drank all of it?
I drank all the Crawford Bock
that they had.
And then I was like, well, I guess I'll switch to Shiner Bock. And
then after that, it's what, Miller Lite?
No, they never ran out of that, thankfully.
Oh, okay.
But those beers don't have the alcohol content that I'm used to. Like, and it's a lot
less or more.
Oh, way less.
Okay.
And it's a lot lighter. So like it's easier to, it's like drinking water. So
wow.
I can kind of go through it, which might be a real problem. Because
before you know it, the 3 went down, right?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't feel nothing yet.
I was, and honestly, after I drank my third one, I said, oh, I said, you know what? Let me drink a glass of water.
All right. Yeah.
And then I drank 3 more beers, and then I drank another glass of water. And then at the end, I was telling myself, oh, I'm going to slow down now. So I ordered because they asked you, do you want a pint or a tall? And I kept saying tall.
Okay, yeah.
And then I said, you know what? This time I'll take a pint. She brought me a pint, and I drank that. And then I immediately drank another pint. I should have just gotten a tall.
You should have gotten tall.
Yeah.
Well.
But I watched the fights up there, and we'll talk about UFC 305 a little bit later in the show. We'll talk about Cain Velasquez as well. As he goes through his legal troubles. But today is a day about football.
Yes, it is.
That's why Rob didn't show up.
Yeah, he was too overwhelmed, I believe.
Yeah. He said, you know what?
He's excited the Cowboys won.
I think that's what it is. Yeah. Big win for the Cowboys. So he partied like you think Rob didn't even show up at Rupub.
He's probably still passed out by the pool.
Be. I texted him. I was like, hey man, are you alive? And like he didn't respond to texts or calls or anything.
Right.
Because he was like, yeah, I'm gonna be at the Rupub. And he didn't show up. And I was like, wonder if he's okay.
Yeah.
Because after the concert, we went our separate ways.
Got it.
And they were Ubering too. So it's not like they were drinking and driving.
Right.
So I assumed he was fine, but then I started thinking, oh man, maybe
he had a little bit too much.
Yeah. Maybe he was kidnapped by the cartel. Maybe.
Yeah, you never know. Right? You don't know until you talk to him.
The cartel is real, right?
Oh yeah.
See? It could have happened.
They're around.
So then he texted me late Saturday and was like, no, I'm not dead. I didn't get kidnapped by the cartel.
So he was good, but
he's alive. But he's like, I ain't coming out, Bubba. I ain't coming out to the Rupub tonight. So I'm gonna just chill at home. And maybe that was a precursor to him getting sick.
Yeah, he probably felt it a little bit because it kind of does creep up on you before you know it.
I hope he doesn't have the Rona.
No, probably. There's some fever been going around, like a cold type. I don't know.
Well, he said he's got a sore throat and a fever.
Eesh.
And I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that fever. That's the part that
he needs to stay away.
Yeah. So yeah, Beta, you got a fever. I don't want you in here.
No.
Although I never do a show by myself. Well, luckily I'm talking to you right now. But once I start talking about sports, you're gonna be like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna have to again. What am I gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to be a hero. That's just what I do, baby.
Yeah.
That's just what I do. But we're gonna talk Cowboys. We're gonna talk Texans. We're going to talk the latest on CeeDee Lamb's money. Where's my money? Where's my money, Jura? And we're going to talk about peeing on people during airline flights. So a lot to discuss today. It is the Morning Huddle right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 FM, San Antonio Sports Star. If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
A school district teacher sentenced to 9 years in $1.5 million worth of chicken wings. You know how this woman got caught? She ordered bone-in wings. Typically, the school district orders boneless wings.
Got a chicken shank.
She might need it where she's going.
She might.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-466-9625. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-466-9625.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? A man age 50 non-tobacco user can obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $110 per month. Level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, there are great rates available for you as well. Call Term Busters for a quote. 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, call Term Busters. 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate for preferred non-tobacco rate class. Exam required to qualify.
When your business needs an electrician, for over 35 years, the family-owned Hill Electric has served San Antonio. Powered by relationships with dedicated estimators who analyze the issue, research cost-effective solutions, and clearly communicate the options without charging you a dime. A proven process that allows you to continue focusing on your unique purpose. Call Hill Electric at 210-404-9074. That's 404-9074. Or hill-electric.com.
We are coming up on the best time of the year. Football season is right around the corner. Jason Minix here from the Blitz. Now is the time to get ready for Underdog Fantasy. Over 1 million fans got in the game last year by making picks on Underdog. Join in, and you too could win up to 325 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on your favorite player stats. I love playing the Pick'em game. Won a lot of money last football season and plan on making more this year. Making picks on Underdog is simple, easier to get started. Go to their mobile app or to UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up with promo code STAR, and Underdog will give you a highly discounted pick to use on your first Pick'em entry, plus a deposit offer. Must be over 18 and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit nctgambling.org. Again, Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code STAR to claim your new customer offer of a gimme first pick and your deposit offer.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Be Honest Bespoke Skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
This year, Dell Technologies' Back to School event is delivering impressive tech with an inspiring purpose. Learn how Dell is helping Computer Aid, whose work is helping solar community hubs with tech and AI literacy skills to empower remote, displaced, or disconnected communities around the world. Help Dell make a difference and shop AI-ready PCs powered by Snapdragon X Series processors at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-280-2288. That's 800-280-2288. 800-280-2288.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Good morning, boys and girls. It's the Morning Huddle. It's not AJ and Rob, though.
Nope.
It's the AJ Hoffman Show. Thank you. Thank you. Hold your applause till the end of the program, please. as I, again, carry the weight of the world on my shoulders, my capable, strong, masculine shoulders. Rob out sick today. We'll see if he's got the Rona. Maybe he's out permanently. I don't know. He is elderly, so they are what you would call high risk. The Dallas Cowboys. Woo! Yeah, party! 27-12 winners. Hey, you go on the road, you get yourself a win, Bubba. Oh man, that's like winning twice. I don't
Right?
think it, but it's a preseason, which is like winning half a time. So I guess it's just a regular win.
I don't know. I never got into the preseason. It's like, well, you don't really watch the starters, do you? Kind of a little bit, but who cares?
What's funny about this particular game is the Cowboys didn't really play any starters.
Right.
The Raiders did. Like the Raiders.
Oh, yeah. They were playing everybody, weren't
like,
they?
Max Crosby played. Like the Raiders were, I mean, let's not act like they were taking this game seriously or like this was some sort of a bit like a big deal, but they had most of their starters played. I didn't see Devontae Adams, but everybody, I think a lot of their dudes play. Both quarterbacks played, as the Raiders have now decided officially. Right. And boy, if you watch the game on Saturday, I'm not sure how they came to this decision, but they've decided that Gardner Minshew gives them the best chance to win.
Wow.
So that's Gardner Minshew is named the week 1 starter, even though he and Aiden O'Connell sucked equally, I thought, on Saturday. But Trey Lance had a respectable game.
Yeah.
Same deal as week 1 of the preseason. Cooper Rush plays the first series and then hands the ball over to Trey Lance and says, hey, you take it from here, bub. I'm going to put on my old ball cap and stand on the sideline. And that's what he did. And Trey Lance just taking advantage of all these snaps. We'll hear from Trey. We'll hear from Coach McCarthy later on in the program about what these reps mean to him. But yeah, overall solid performance for the Cowboys, and particularly considering this was a bunch of the Cowboys scrubs, the B team.
Yeah. What about Deuce?
A guy, listen, it ran pretty well. It's a guy who we don't even think is going to make the team.
I know. There was a list that showed up. He was like last on the very last of the last.
But you know what? If everybody's out there earning opportunities, then he's giving himself a shot, and that's all you can hope for.
I like Deuce. I want him to be a part of the team.
Why? Because he's tiny.
Well, no, just because. I guess part of that, but no, he's pretty good. He's quick.
Well, yeah,
he can get under the trees.
Yeah, he's 3'9",
and they can't find him behind the line. They don't know which way he's going.
He's competing with a guy named Snoop. I like guys named Snoop.
Snoop, yeah.
So it's tough.
Let's drug test him.
It's tough. Well, I mean, let's face it, the other guy's name is Deuce. Like Snoop and Deuce. That's pothead names.
Yeah.
Man. All right. We'll talk in detail on this Cowboys game at 7:30. Like I said, we'll hear some Trey Lance and Mike McCarthy sound throughout the day. The Houston Texans also got themselves a win over the weekend. We'll give you a brief report of that coming up on the other side. It is the Morning Huddle -1 on San Antonio Sports Star.
It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on the Blitz, the Cowboys have a preseason game against the Raiders. The big news is going to be, how does Trey Lance look? We'll react to his performance.
Yeah, what improvements did we see from 1 week to the next? Plus that Cowboys run game, is it starting to get going? We'll also talk some Texans Monday on the Blitz, starting at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Cowboys! South Texas home for the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Saturday afternoon at 3. After wrapping training camp at the Star in Frisco, Cowboys take at Jerry World in Arlington for their final preseason game. Pre-game starts at 2 p.m. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds and Ewald Kubota. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
With T-Mobile, you can get tons of benefits and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. Because nobody likes having to choose. It's like getting romance and sci-fi.
Jane, I love you. Also, I'm a robot.
Or being a dog person and a cat person.
Who wants a treat? Who's a good boy?
Or like being an extrovert and an introvert.
Woo! This is so fun! I can't wait to go home.
At T-Mobile, you don't have to choose. You can get the benefits you want and still save on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. See how much you can save with our savings calculator at T-Mobile.com/switch. Plus, when you switch, you can keep your phone, and we'll pay it off up to $800.
Via virtual prepaid card in 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device, credit, service, and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months. See T-Mobile.com.
I want to learn how to cook, but I keep ordering takeout.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will help you start having conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Words and phrases you'll actually use. So when someone asks, "How's your French going?" you can say,
Babbel facilite grandement l'apprentissage d'une nouvelle langue.
Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hi, everybody. Scott Innes here. For 25 years, I've been voicing lovable cartoon dogs like Scooby-Doo, Astro. Hey, I love puppies and dogs. And now I get to help pets that need a voice to save their lives. That's where the Puppy Food Bank comes in. The Puppy Food Bank helps pet rescue organizations so they can feed puppies. For just $11 a month, you can save a pet's life. Go to puppyfoodbank.org now and donate, and they'll send you a nice gift. Puppy Food Bank is proudly supported by Thomas J. Henry.
What if you could build a 6-figure retirement income with almost half the money saved? You heard that right. Get a discount on your retirement, creating a 6-figure income with 40% less than traditional 401ks and mutual funds. Hi, I'm Brett Kitchen, best-selling author, executive producer, and star in a brand new Hollywood documentary called The Retirement Deception. In this film, we traveled over 20,000 miles interviewing real Americans who've retired successfully with a great lifestyle and peace of mind. They share their stories on how they get more retirement income with the same dollar saved, and the money's never at risk if the market crashes. That's right. If the market crashes 30%, you lose nothing. Even the super wealthy are shifting money to this new strategy because it increases their retirement income or can allow them to stop working years sooner. So if you're over 50 and want a bigger, better retirement with less money saved, call to talk to a specialist and get a free copy of this brand new movie at 800-486-9595. This is a $30 value, but when you call today, you can get it completely free. I'll even cover shipping and handling, no credit card required. Call right now, 1-800-486-9595. That's 1-800-486-9595. Again, that's 1-800-486-9595.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
I don't feel so good.
You do feel hot. Dayquil Kids will take care of that fever.
What about my cough?
Dayquil Kids has that covered.
Will it make my throat feel better?
Yes, that too.
But will it taste good?
Yep, Dayquil Kids comes in your favorite flavor.
Purple?
Well, yes, it's great.
Try new Dayquil Kids Plus Fever, the daytime coughing, aching, sore throat fever just for kids medicine. Safe for kids 6+. Use as directed.
This is Jim Rome. Join me weekdays at noon, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Good morning to Greg, and Paul, Vince, and everybody else who said good morning. on the YouTube channel. You can watch our little program there on YouTube. We appreciate you. The Blitz, they're going to be live in Las Vegas, Nevada. They're going to Circa for the Circa Ultimate Contest Weekend. They're going to be up there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Circa Survivor and Circa Million are back. You enter in Nevada, and you can play from anywhere. Join Jason and Joe in Vegas. More details and discounted rooms available online at sasportstar.com. What a place, Circa. Best sports book in Las Vegas, I think. I think most people think. Most player-friendly sports book for sure. They don't ever say, we're going to limit you to $8. No.
What?
They're there to gamble. That's what I like about Circa.
Nice.
The Houston Texans. Boy, we talked about the Cowboys getting an impressive win. The Houston Texans 28-10 win over the sad sack New York Giants is probably the best way to put it. You know what? Just to kind of give you a feel for how crappy the Giants were on Saturday. The Giants had one catch by a wide receiver in the first quarter. Malik Neighbors had a 14-yard reception. The Texans' defensive backfield had two catches off of Daniel Jones in the first quarter. One of them for a touchdown. Just a really rough, garbage day for old Danny Dimes. As the Texans just spank that ass. The Texans we'll talk about them a little bit later on. They looked really good. I will say this, like the Giants defensively didn't play their best guys. The hope was like I would have liked to see what they looked like against the Kayvon Thibodeau and Burns, like the new look defensive front that the Giants are running out there. But they, this was about as good of a performance as the Texans could ask for. CJ Stroud looked solid, minimal time out there. He wasn't like he threw like 10 passes, something like that. Case Keenum, when he got out there, played well. Tim Boyle was useful. Overall, just a really good showing for the Texans, particularly on the defensive side, though. Elite defensively. And the Texans have kind of the opposite issue of the Cowboys at wide receiver. We're like, oh, who's going to make this team for the Cowboys? Like,
right.
The Texans have more wide receivers than they know what to do with, because it's obvious Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, and Nico Collins are locked in. Then they got a bunch of solid dudes who are fighting for, like Robert Woods is maybe going to make the team. John Mechie III, who was a second-round pick a couple years ago, the Alabama kid, he was the Texans' best receiver over the weekend. He's 6 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown. But he might not make the team. The Texans may end up having to trade him. So that's I guess it's a good problem to have. But the Texans are, like I said, the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb hasn't shown up. It's like, well, who else? Who's all going to be on the field? Not much less like who's going to be the 5th wide receiver. Who's going to be the 3rd wide receiver?
Who's going to be a
for
wide
the Cowboys?
receiver?
Yeah. Boy, that's a nice problem to have, I guess, if you're the Texans. They may want to reach out to old Jared and say, hey, you got anything for us here? Got anything for us? Fred says Danny Dimes' pick 6 was priceless. He just got pressured, and instead of throwing it into the ground, he
just lobbed it up.
Oops. And what's funny is the very, very first play of the game, Stingley, the Texans cornerback, like jumped the route on Malik Neighbors. He was all over Malik Neighbors. Jumped the route, and it hit him dead in the hands, and he dropped it. And I was like, oh, I don't know if it would have been a pick 6. It could have been a pick 6.
Yeah.
Very next play.
But you don't do that. You don't drop balls like that.
Well, good news. Very next play, he intercepted it. He took it away.
There we go.
So made up for it. But yeah, Texans. I'm not in the boat that the Texans are a Super Bowl contender. I don't see them as that, but they look pretty good. I mean, it's preseason, so they take it for what it's worth. And again, the Giants defensively, especially, weren't playing anybody. But yeah, they look solid so far. And based on what we saw a year ago, maybe I'm not giving them enough credit. I always say you have an awesome rookie season,
right?
As a quarterback, the league figures it out. They slow you down year two. If they don't, boy, it's going to be a long ass year for teams that the Texans play, because if CJ's as good as he was a year ago, this is a pretty good roster. They're well coached. I like what they're putting together, and they play in a division where basically everybody stinks,
right.
which really, like, I saw the Titans. There was a headline that said Titans undecided on Mason Rudolph or Malik Willis as backup quarterback for Will Levis. And I'm like, oh
man,
that just sounds like a whole bunch of backup quarterbacks. And you're like,
it's a mess.
Which one's the crappiest? I don't know. I guess the Colts are kind of a wild card. They were okay last year, considering they were on a backup quarterback all year. And then the Jags will inevitably disappoint. But yeah, it's not like it's a powerhouse division. We're going to talk about some of the quarterback battles around the league, and talk about how some of the rookies are playing really well. We'll talk about that at 7:00. That's what we in the biz call the top of the hour. We'll hit on that. But some of these rookie quarterbacks, particularly Caleb Williams and Bo Nix, and you know what? I guess you got to go with what's the guy's name in Washington? I don't know why he's slipping my name right now. Jaden Daniels looks awesome too. So some rookie quarterbacks showing up nicely to start the year. All right. When we come back, supposedly, and I say this supposedly, Caitlin Clark set a record yesterday. I don't know where they're seeing this, but my record book says something different. We'll talk about it next. Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1. The Australian Pink Floyd Show. First Class Traveling Set World Tour 2024. August 22nd, Boeing Center at Techport. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. The Australian Pink Floyd Show.
I want you to meet Dr. Jacob Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. First of all, he is a force of nature, a man that started a clinic with the idea of functionally healthy patients. You know, when I first met him, he talked to me about his practice, and he felt like the medical business had gotten kind of backwards, that the idea was maintaining through illness instead of healing. The idea of functional health. How do you feel? I don't care what the tests are telling you. Do you feel better today than you did yesterday? That's the idea behind the functional health at the Institute for Functional Health. And that applies to his weight loss program. See, his idea is, of course, we know how to lose weight. That's a scientific fact. You take in fewer calories than you burn, you will lose weight. The number is 210-468-1891. His website is iffhealth.com. I've been a proud patient of Dr. Torres's for nearly 8 years. Well documented, down nearly 70 pounds. On my way, still not done, but this is the life that I will live from now on. I feel better today than I did yesterday and days before that. If you're tired and want to start feeling better, call Dr. Torres today. Change your life, and I'm sure you'll come by and thank me later.
What is GMTVCC? That's a mouthful, but translation for GMTVCC.com is Give Me the VIN Classic and Collector Cars. It's a brand new buying division of Give Me the VIN, but it's for classic and collector cars. Experienced pro buyers will appraise an offer on your 1970 Hemi Cuda or 1988 Fox Body Mustang or your granddad's old 1985 square body Chevy truck. GMTVCC.com is where you go to get real money for classic and collector cars to get paid now. That's GMTVCC.com. ChumbaCasino.com. Brought to you by Give Me the VIN.
With a true Vegas feel, the Big Blind is the premier poker room in San Antonio, featuring an upscale environment catering to players from all abilities. From high-octane tournaments or lively cash games, the Big Blind has a game for everyone, including blackjack tournaments. From the owners of the Roo Pub and the Angry Elephant, the Big Blind is locally owned and operated, offering daily cash games to daily, weekly, and monthly tournaments. Learn more online at thebigblindsa.com. The Big Blind at 281 and Redland Road.
George gets justice. In life's most challenging moments, getting the right help matters most. If you've been injured, get George at George Salinas Injury Lawyers. With a track record of success and a dedication to their clients, George gets justice. George Salinas Injury Lawyers is not just a law firm. They're your support system. Get George at George Salinas Injury Lawyers today at 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
South Texas home for the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Saturday afternoon at 3. After wrapping training camp at the Star in Frisco, the Cowboys take on the Los Angeles Chargers at Jerry World in Arlington for their final preseason game. Pre-game starts at 2 p.m. Presented by AA Best Bell Bonds and Ewald Kubota. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dun, 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 dun. Why did WNBA take such a big break? Because the 2nd through 13th best girls were all in France winning gold medals while Caitlin was just here chilling. Smoking reefer at the Def Leppard show, probably.
Yeah.
It's my guess. I don't know. I didn't see her there, but I bet that's what she was doing. So it's all over SportsCenter. Caitlin Clark has set a record for most assists in a season as a rookie. Wow. 232 assists. They said that is the most ever for a rookie. And I said, no. 1987-88 Rookie of the Year winner Mark Jackson had 868 assists as a rookie. 868.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's.
And remember, now we don't separate boy and girl records anymore.
Right. It's all one.
Yes.
It's all one.
Because
record.
remember, Caitlin broke Pistol Pete's all-time scoring record in college basketball to become the most prolific scorer in history. So now that's the rules. We only compare. It's all
numbers. It doesn't matter man or woman.
Woman, whatever.
It's all what number is higher.
So Caitlin, if Caitlin can get 636 more assists this season,
jeez,
she'll tie the record.
Tie the record.
637. Break it.
What other records does she have, Caitlin? From the Fighting Caitlins.
I think she's. I want to say she's got the most 3 points made.
Yeah,
and
that makes sense.
Also, the most turnovers, I believe, in a rookie season.
Wow.
So,
give
strong
take.
work. Yeah, that's right. The basketball lords giveth and they taketh.
Yeah,
and other teams giveth and taketh, apparently. But yeah, so, but it's an opportunity for them to slob on Caitlin and tell everyone that.
Yeah,
she's the best. That Asia Wilson's so much better than her. They hate it. They hate it that this crappy Indiana Fever team is like a borderline playoff team. They're going to make the playoffs. They have to put them in the playoffs because after all this,
and if they don't make it, it's like,
dude, no one will care.
Right.
Like, I don't care anyway. Like, I'm not going to.
Right. If she does, she does. He doesn't.
I'm not. Listen, man. Yeah. There's some of us like I'm a misogynist, as the YouTube chat will tell you. I'm a woman hater. So, or maybe I just don't like ladies basketball. It's not my thing, and that's okay too.
That's an opinion.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I don't particularly like a lot of men's sports.
I never understand cricket.
Me neither. I don't even know what. I don't
even know what.
It seems like a really complicated scoring system.
Yeah, it does.
So, but I'm just not gonna. I think that's the thing is like with this Caitlin thing,
right?
There are some people who haven't been fans of lady basketball that are now becoming fans.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us are just stuck in our ways, and I understand that it's now going to be part of the lexicon of sport. Like it's going to be part of what people talk about.
Right. It got promoted to common conversation now versus before not even bringing it up.
And you know what? I'm going to go out of my way to be conversational about it because
at least mentioned.
I am a professional radio broadcaster.
Yeah.
Professional. So I say, you know what? I'll be ready.
To acknowledge.
I'll be ready.
Yeah.
But I'm not I don't want to watch it. I'm not going to like live and die with every game.
Oh yeah.
If Caitlin's in it or not. Now there's a lot of people. If Caitlin's not in it, they're just not going to watch it because that's all they're there for. Some people, she's going to get them in the door and they're going to go see something else.
Right.
But
so if Indiana's playing and Caitlin's out for some reason, the attendance wouldn't be as much as it was or will be.
No way.
Right.
No way. Matt says I was always a fan of Glow, the ladies wrestling. I liked that.
Oh
too.
yeah, for like 5 minutes. I remember that.
I liked that too. In the 80s, I was a big fan.
Yeah.
There was a tag team called Hollywood and Vine. Ooh, they were
those
hot.
are some big women.
No, these were tiny women.
Oh, okay.
But they used to have a fight with they used to wrestle against the I forget what they were called. They were like the housewives or something like that. They had like blue stuff on their face, and they were like they came out with like a toilet brush and a spatula. It was like I mean it was night and day of the hot chicks versus the uglies. And actually, I don't know if they might have been attractive ladies. I don't know because they wore that blue face stuff. But Hollywood and Vine, they were foxy. I
remember that.
Here's what's happened now. They did that Netflix show, and now like if you look up Glow, you see a lot more stuff from the Netflix show than from the actual.
Yeah, the actual wrestling.
The actual wrestling. Yeah,
I remember all of this.
Yeah, they did a lot of singing and dancing, and there was a big Hawaiian girl. And she was the beef. I mean, I'm talking, this was a big ass lady.
I'm trying to look for her now. I don't know where.
Go up a little bit. I'll show you.
We're browsing the web.
Right there. That's her in the middle. Like, see that top picture? That girl? Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She was the
oh my God.
Yeah, she was an unstoppable force, man. You weren't beating that girl. Oh yeah, I forgot about that chick that always had the axe. Yeah, there was the farmer's daughters.
God, man, this was a while back. I barely remember any of this.
Yeah. I was probably like, I don't know. I was probably getting like rookie boners to this stuff. I was like 8, 9 years old, and I was like, oh, some of these gals. I like the way these gals wrestle.
I just remember the Von Erichs back then, and
you remember at that time, like WWF didn't have lady wrestling.
Right.
They were like out of the lady wrestling business. So this Glow like jumped in and, made it happen. Good on them. But yeah, that's it. I was into that for about a 2 or 3 year span. There's a book about it. Oh, a DVD. Who has DVD players?
I don't know. There's no download on it.
Did you put it on Amazon? You have a DVD player? Weird.
Just my old PS3.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
that's about all
I
I
guess you
got.
can put it on Prime. You can get it on Prime Video, so you can just watch it on your thing.
That's pretty cool.
I don't have a DVD player, but I don't want to hear about the story. I just want to see the wrestling matches.
Yeah, start to finish.
Can I do that? Is the real question. Can I watch an old episode of whatever? I don't know. I guess it was just called Glow. They didn't have like Monday Night Raw. The Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. What years was that?
Let's see. Oh man, of course. Let's see.
Look it up on the Wikipedia. That's going to be the easiest way.
Yeah. No, I had a Wikipedia here. Let's see.
But yeah, that was those were the good old days. 86 to 92.
Yeah.
Whoa, it went longer than I thought it did.
Yeah. Powerful women of wrestling. Okay. Yeah.
What's
good
funny,
stuff.
What's funny is it says there was still an owner from 2001 to 2022. I'm pretty sure
Ursula Hayden.
That was that couldn't have been a very profitable time for that business venture. Oh, she was Babe the farmer's daughter. That's that gal that was wearing the
oh yeah, the farmer's daughter.
The Ellie Mae costume.
Yeah.
She owned it. Good for her. Good for her. All right. We're going to talk some rookie quarterbacks. We're going to talk some of the battles, the quarterback battles that are going on. And like I said, 7:30, we'll hit some Cowboys sound. We'll talk more about that game. Plenty more to come on a Robless Monday. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
After a total renovation of their greens, Olympia Hills invites you to their grand relaunch event the weekend of September 13th. Olympia Hills has renovated all 18 greens to enhance your golfing experience. Come and enjoy the dramatic elevation changes and a layout that's been strategically designed for your enjoyment. Follow on social media for updates and witness the transformation of your favorite course. Discover premier golfing in Bexar County with the grand relaunch the weekend of September 13th. Book your tee time now at OlympiaHillsGolf.com.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm personal price plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
I don't feel so good.
You do feel hot. Dayquil Kids will take care of that fever.
What about my cough?
Dayquil Kids has that covered.
Will it make my throat feel better?
Yes, that too.
But will it taste good?
Yep, Dayquil Kids comes in your favorite flavor.
Purple?
Well, yes, it's grape.
Try new Dayquil Kids Plus Fever, the daytime coughing, aching, sore throat fever just for kids medicine. Safe for kids 6+. Use as directed.
Nigel, why are you wearing a backpack?
I'm going back to school.
Folks, when your AC decides to flunk out or your home's plumbing is stuck in detention, you don't have to worry. At Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC, and Heating, our technicians are certified with all the latest technology and can fix any plumbing or AC issue fast and at a fair price because you deserve the A+ service.
Gotta go, Joel. We're studying paper mache. I might have to pull an all-nighter.
Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC. 210-651-5899. License number TACLA 885-898-M16004.
Meet Cheryl. Hey, she's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's got to be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
This is the story of the one. As a facility technician installing a new welding station, he knows getting the ventilation right is critical for safety. That's why when questions arise, there's Grainger. Grainger offers detailed technical product information online at his fingertips, so it's easy to find what he needs. Because when it comes to safety, having answers means he and his people can breathe a little easier. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-280-2288. That's 800-280-2288. 800-280-2288.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm personal price plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
I don't feel so good.
You do feel hot. Dayquil Kids will take care of that fever.
What about my cough?
Dayquil Kids has that covered.
Will it make my throat feel better?
Yes, that too.
But will it taste good?
Yep, Dayquil Kids comes in your favorite flavor.
Purple?
Well, yes, it's grape.
Try new DayQuil Kids Plus Fever, the daytime coughing, aching, sore throat fever just for kids medicine. Safe for kids 6+. Use as directed.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Center.
The Dallas Cowboys got their first win of the preseason, beating the Las Vegas Raiders 27-12. The Houston Texans improved to 2-1 with a 28-10 win over the New York Giants. At the Little League World Series, Bernie returns to action tonight as Southwest will take on Southeast with the first pitch set for 6. I'm Vic Brown with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Yeah, baby. Happy Monday. Rob getting a 3-day weekend. What a guy. What a guy.
Lucky. Well, maybe not lucky, but, you know.
I got the black lung. Can't come to work today. Stop it. It's a fever too. Oh, I'm achy. I'm bedridden today. But I will say this. That's what you're going to get, man. When you, if Rob's going to skip out on work, you're going to get talk about ladies wrestling and,
yeah, ladies, the glow.
Yeah.
And brought back some memories, man.
Yeah. See, and it really hits home that you can't call me a misogynist because I love women's sports.
Right.
Love them. Just not lady basketball. That's all.
I never watched lady basketball till the Caitlin deal started. And even then I'm only watching a little bit.
Edwin is a lifelong WNBA fan, like literally his whole life,
man.
And, I said, he said he just likes basketball. He's like, basketball is my favorite sport. And I was like, well, I like football, but I'm not going to watch a lady football match.
Lady flag football.
I don't want to watch that. I don't even want to watch like high school football, to be honest.
Oh, I'll watch that. Yeah. High school football has always been big around here. And
oh, I know.
When
Listen,
my
man.
son played, I would watch all the brackets, all the other teams.
Yeah.
And
You
know,
you're like does
right.
watch your son play high school sports.
Yeah, and you're interested in the other
okay.
teams and like who, if this person loses or this team loses, who's going to play.
When it gets weird is after your son is graduated and like he's off at college,
right?
And you're still like showing up at the games.
I won't show up to the games, but
that's odd.
I'll watch it on. I think it's on CW. I think they have some high school games once in a while.
And you watch them?
Yeah.
Do you have team like I guess because you grew up here in San Antonio?
Yeah.
Do you have
there's some
are there some you cheer for and some you cheer against always?
I always cheer against Judson.
Okay, you consider them a villain?
Yeah, they're the rival. They were the rival team because my son went to Wagner. So,
okay.
But once I guess once Judson plays or see how far they get this year because they
are they still good?
This year, I don't know. Last year, I don't remember, but I don't know about this year. I don't guess you know how it is. Everybody graduates, moves on, and then you're just stuck with I don't know what the freshman football team is gonna get promoted to the varsity, but it all depends. It just depends. I'll watch it closely though.
Fred says nobody watches Netflix anymore. That's crazy. I watch Netflix all the time. I think everybody watches Netflix, Fred.
It's the cheapest platform to pay for, actually.
I think about it. Honestly, if someone says I don't watch Netflix or I don't have Netflix, I instantly think they might be a serial killer. Like that's
everyone on the planet has an iPhone and Netflix.
That's wild behavior if you don't have Netflix. Like how do you watch TV? How do you watch your shows?
How did you watch that Lacey Peterson deal?
You can't.
You can't.
And how are you gonna keep up on a 25-year-old murder?
Right.
If you don't have Netflix.
Gee.
Come on. How you gonna watch the latest comedy specials?
Right.
Uh-huh.
See? You still need it.
You still need it. And you need Hulu and Amazon. You need all these things. I don't think I need them, but I have them all just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case. I have Hulu just in case I want to rewatch old episodes, King of the Hill. I mean,
yeah, they're there. No, I use Hulu for live TV. That's how I watch my live stuff.
Yeah. Hulu has live sports.
Yes.
That's what they say.
That's what the commercial said.
Yeah. That's what they say. If you were watching those live sports over the weekend, you took note that some of the rookies were playing really good ball. Caleb Williams, the number 1 overall pick. Decent day. 6 of 13, 75 yards passing, and maybe the longest 7-yard rushing touchdown I've ever seen. I think he ran something like 50 yards to get 7 yards into the end zone. But he's not a guy that I have fully bought into yet, but so far so good, at least for preseason. Jaden Daniels, 10 of 12 for 78 yards, 13 rushing yards. Daniels was just a very, it wasn't anything, no highlights like Caleb Williams had, but did a really good job. I know his coaches were pissed off because he didn't slide at the end of a play and took a licking, but kept on ticking. So he's doing all right. Drake May, 6 of 11 for 47 yards. He had 15 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. Again, not spectacular, but solid. Michael Penix hasn't played yet. JJ McCarthy, we know he's dead. And Bo Nix, maybe the most impressive of them. And I think, I don't know, they haven't announced it yet. Bo Nix has to be the starting quarterback for the Broncos. 8 of 9 for 80 yards. 12 rushing yards and a touchdown. And I think he's completing like over 70% of his passes in the preseason. He has just been money. He was good in the first game, good in the second game. I don't know that I know Jarrett Stidham, and if you'd asked me, a couple weeks ago, I would have said Jarrett Stidham's probably going to win the job, but Bo Nix has exceeded all expectations, and looks like he's in the driver's seat. Although Sean Payton has not, he's refusing to name a starter yet because there's still one game to go. You never know. The one rookie I saw that absolutely stinks is Joe Milton, because the Patriots are playing all kinds of quarterbacks, and Joe Milton, the Tennessee guy, who I knew he was going to not be very good last year at Tennessee because he didn't fit the Heupel offense, and like they were like, oh, he'll just do what Hendon Hooker did, but he's not the same kind of quarterback. And Joe Milton in the NFL, he's not it. He's a giant and he can run, but man, he is not very good. Bailey Zappi, Jacoby Brissett, Drake May. You know, Jacoby and Drake May are going to make the team. I guess it's Bailey Zappi or Joe Milton, but Joe Milton is not the one, as far as I can tell. The quarterback I mentioned that the Raiders have made their decision. Gardner Minshew is going to be the guy, even though if you look at the stat line from Saturday, O'Connell, 14 of 20, touchdown and a pick. Minshew, 10 of 21, both, 96 yards and 95 yards. Not a lot of separation there. But it seems like they're wanting to go. It seems like what they want to do is, at least what Pierce is saying, is give themselves the best chance to win early on. And that's what they believe in. Which to me sounds like if the Raiders fall out of contention, Aiden O'Connell will get another look. But Gardner Minshew seems like that's who they think gives them the best shot right now. I don't know if I agree. I guess he's the most experienced dude. I guess that's the reason why you pay him to come in and bridge that gap. But either way, if I'm a Raiders fan, which, it's not an exciting quarterback room. You can't really feel like whoever they say is starting. It's not like you're going to go, yeah, that's my guy. Yeah. That's who I really wanted in there. It's like, well,
let's see what he can do.
That's the crappy guy they picked. Guess we'll just we'll just
see what happens.
We'll just work it out and pray for the best. The elsewhere in Pittsburgh, I don't know if anybody's going to win the training camp battle between Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, because neither one of them seems to be good at football anymore.
I know what happened. What happened to Russell?
Oh, Russ has stunk for a couple years.
Yeah.
He got fraud checked once all his players all his players left. He became just a dude,
a normal dude.
And truthfully, I think once your athleticism, like he was so reliant on athleticism, and he's older now. Once that slips, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
He's not going to be a Tom Brady, Peyton Manning type who, like, his game isn't built to just stand in the pocket. Like that's not how he made it to the NFL. So I don't know. I don't expect to see any more of him playing at a high level. I guess I was going to say
so
MVP
he reached
level,
his peak already, and then that's it.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. So so there you go. I guess that's the latest on the QB jobs, because Pittsburgh, Denver, Minnesota, and Vegas were kind of that was the who's going to win I guess New England too. I don't know who's going to win.
Who's going to win the starting position?
I assume Brissett's going to start in New England. But now we know Minnesota because JJ McCarthy is broken.
Right.
We know Vegas. Pittsburgh and Denver seem to be the last two quarterback starting jobs that are up for grabs. Again, neither guy in Pittsburgh looks good, and Bo Nix should win the job in Denver. I've seen enough now to go, yeah, this at least warrants throwing him out. The Broncos aren't going to win anything anyway. At least see what you got.
Yeah.
When you draft a guy in the first round, what are you doing? If you've got like some long-term vet that you're going to sit him behind, okay. But wasting a year of him behind Jarrett Stidham doesn't make any sense to me. I generally say when you draft these quarterbacks, just go for it, because you only have a 5-year window. Because if the quarterback's good, you're going to have to pay him. And the key is winning this thing before you have to pay him and see what you got. It's best to learn early if he can play, best to learn early if he can't play. All right. We're going to play some sound from the Dallas Cowboys coming up at 7:30. On the other side, though, we're going to talk about CeeDee Lamb's money. Where's his money, Jerry? What's going on? Apparently, there's I was reading something about there's been maybe an offer on the table, and it's not to be the highest paid receiver in the league.
Oh, man. Here we go.
I'll also give away some tickets to a hip hop show on the other side. The hip to the hop. Just don't stop. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 FM. Cowboys! South Texas home for the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Saturday afternoon at 3. After wrapping training camp at the Star in Frisco, the Cowboys take on the Los Angeles Chargers at Jerry World in Arlington for their final preseason game. Pre-game starts at 2 p.m. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds and Ewald Kubota. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Trane heating and cooling systems are tested, retested, engineered, and re-engineered to keep up with you. We run together. Visit TraneInfo.com to find your local independent Trane dealer. TraneInfo.com. It's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Congressman Joaquin Castro. Here in Military City, USA, we're proud to stand by our veterans. Every year, my office is honored to help San Antonio veterans and military families with delayed benefits, claims, and service questions. Just know that if you need a hand, we're here for you. Call 210-348-8216 or visit castro.house.gov/help to learn more. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
The Australian Pink Floyd Show, First Class Traveling Set World Tour 2024, August 22nd, Boeing Center at Techport. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. The Australian Pink Floyd Show.
I juggle a lot. And managing constipation with belly pain from my irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, with laxatives and fiber isn't enough. My doctor recommended a way to get ahead of it. Then I said yes to Linzess.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
With a true Vegas feel, the Big Blind is the premier poker room in San Antonio, featuring an upscale environment catering to players from all abilities. From high-octane tournaments or lively cash games, the Big Blind has a game for everyone, including blackjack tournaments. From the owners of the Roo Pub and the Angry Elephant, the Big Blind is locally owned and operated, offering daily cash games to daily, weekly, and monthly tournaments. Learn more online at thebigblindsa.com. The Big Blind at 281 and Redland Road.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit revivemenshealth.com.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Oh, just AJ Hoffman, no Rob Thompson today. We got a little tummy ache. I got a fever.
You want some Tylenol?
Yeah, give me some Tylenol. I bet he's at home with like a little, with a wet cloth on his forehead.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And his wife's making him soup, or
probably.
Yeah,
he's probably like holding the thermometer up to the lamp and then putting it back in his mouth before his wife comes in, and she's gonna be like, "Oh my God, honey, your temperature's 122. I'm very sick.
You need to lay down.
Very sick." We've got some hip hop tickets. The hip hop. Future and Metro Boomin. Is this the same Future from 8 Mile? B Rabbit's friend?
Let me see.
The guy. No, it's not. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it probably is.
Future's still running the battles over at the shelter, where B Rabbit is where he's coming up. Jimmy Smith Jr. But B Rabbit is he took Future to the big time, and now Future is playing Frost Bank Center. How about that? Oh, I don't think you can play that song, Vic. I would not play those lyrics if I were you. Future and Metro Boomin. You can. By the way, I just want everybody to know, any moms out there, if you're thinking about going to this show, I'm guessing someone in the crowd will be smoking marijuana. I don't know for a fact, but I'm guessing someone is going to try. I also bet that Future is going to say a bad word. So if you're planning on taking your kids, be prepared. There will probably be bad words in some of the songs.
Yep.
You can win a pair of tickets to see Future and Metro Boomin, the We Trust You tour. That's Friday, August 23rd. That's this Friday at the Frost Bank Center. And if you don't win tickets today, you can get them at livenation.com. Simple as that. What we'll do is we'll go with caller number 5. You are the champion. Congrats. Oh, this is the Future that used to bang Russell Wilson's wife, Ciara. I didn't know that. I knew that was like his they used to be a thing, Future and Ciara. Man. Do you think Russell Wilson and Future are like boys? Or do you think there's beef?
Not. Yeah. Maybe that's why Russell Wilson sucks now. He still can't get over it.
I think he's over that, I would guess.
Or he's just too old.
Yeah, like
yeah.
I mean, dude, yeah. I know Russ would have liked his wife to be a virgin when he met her, but it doesn't always work out that way.
It's not gonna happen.
It's hard to find these girls. It's hard to find them that are saving it for you, especially when you're Russell Wilson. Broncos country. That's right. People don't like that. All right. Where was I? Oh, I know where I was. I was talking about CD Lamb. his money, his bucks. According to Calvin Watkins, the Cowboys' offer to CeeDee Lamb was slightly under $33 million a year. The highest in the league is Justin Jefferson's, $35 million a year. 4 years, $35 million. So the Cowboys, which to me, it's like kind of at some point, it's like, okay, just make him happy and offer him 35. If you wanted to offer him 33, you probably should have offered him 33 before Justin Jefferson got 35.
Right.
Because you don't want to say, well, Justin Jefferson's just better than you. Even though he is, you don't want to say that to your players. Like, hey, you're good, but you're not as good as the best guy. CeeDee Lamb is he's a top 5 receiver. You want to treat him like a top 5 receiver. So you just say, we're going to give you 35 a year. We're going to give you exactly what Justin Jefferson's making. And I've always said, I think that CD would be like, oh, okay. But apparently he's scoffing at 33 a year, which would make him the second highest paid receiver in the league. So he wants what I said they should have offered him to begin with. Right. And now here we go. This is what Rob and I have kind of been talking about. When you play this cheapskate game, word gets out on you. The Eagles cornerback, Darius Slay, said, it would be hard for me to play for an organization like that. A guy that's just not willing to take care of his guys. And that's the kind of reputation the Cowboys are headed towards as they deal with all these contract issues. Other guys in the league are looking around and going, really? The Cowboys they're a bunch of cheap asses? The highest valued sports brand in the world is nickel and diming their players. Why? It doesn't make any sense. And other players around the league are looking and going, yeah, this doesn't make any sense. That to me is enough to warrant giving him the extra $2 million a year. What's the big freaking deal? Just say, listen, that's the price of doing business. That's why, to me, I still have doubts, because I don't know for certain that Jerry wants any of these guys anymore. I think Jerry still is leaving open the door for a full-blown, let's start this thing over. And it wouldn't make sense if you're not going to pay Dak. If you know you're not going to pay Dak, it doesn't make sense to make CeeDee Lamb the highest paid receiver in football. Because if you're starting over, you don't start over with the highest paid receiver in football on your team. You start with kind of a blank slate.
Yeah.
And
gotta build from there.
Yeah. And I mean, no shock that CeeDee Lamb is pushing back. I mean, that's negotiations, and he finds himself in a good position. That said, when game checks start popping, he'll be there. He'll have to be there. I say have to. You can't miss. You don't want to miss out on those game checks. That's real money. So there's going to be a lot of standing off and grumbling. And I'm telling you, Vic, I think there's a possibility that they offered him $33 million knowing that he would say no.
Just because they had to.
And dude, to be fair to Jerry, it's a reasonable offer. You're saying we're going to make you the second highest paid receiver in football. That's a nice offer.
That should be good. But no.
But CD says no, because I think, and CD probably told them, hey, I want Justin Jefferson money. And they said, okay, let's offer him close to that, but not quite that, and see where it gets us. And that's where it's got us right now, into a weird spot. Like I said, Amon-Ra St. Brown makes 30. Tyreek Hill, 30. A.J. Brown makes 32. So put him above those guys, right below Justin Jefferson. I don't know. I don't know whose side I'm on here. Generally, I'm on the side of the player. I side with millionaires, not billionaires. Like, just give this dude his money. But again, there's a real possibility that this is all kind of.
So what's the difference in how much? What, 2-3 million more? Is that what he's asking?
Yeah, 2 million.
That's it.
2 million per year,
and he's holding out because of that.
Yeah, it's about respect,
Amazing.
Vic. It's about respect.
Yeah, I get it, but
like
still, that's 33 million.
That's. I mean, it's
to
a nice
catch
number.
a ball.
It's a nice. Well, sometimes you got to block.
Oh yeah.
You know, you got to run.
Yeah.
You
got to run, catch the ball, block.
How good are you at catching the ball? Not 33 million.
Not
good.
33 million good. No. Probably $33 good.
Plus,
maybe.
you're short.
I'm 6 foot.
You got health issues.
Yeah.
That's short for a wide receiver.
Yeah, they can't hit me on the right side where the kidney is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
because I got to save it.
Oh, you got to protect that good kidney.
That's why I always drive. Because if I'm a passenger in a car, if I get T-boned, that's the side where my good kidney is.
Oh.
So that's why I'm always driving. So if I get T-boned, the doctor actually did tell me that. He goes, try to drive as much as possible. Says,
wow.
Yeah. Little things.
But, did you get to choose which kidney they took out?
No.
That one was just the bad one?
Yeah, it was just a bad one. And they marked the bad side with a Sharpie. And so they won't take out the wrong one, which has happened before.
What happened to it?
I don't know. They just got rid of it.
You never
I
saw
wanted
it,
to keep.
huh?
Yeah, I wanted to keep it.
They didn't make that offer?
Nah.
Did you ask about it?
Yeah, I told them I wanted to keep it.
And they said no, huh?
No.
I guess it's something to do with like medical waste.
Yeah, but I mean, just wanted it in a jar.
I wanted my exploded ACL, but now I would have like a full blown collection, and it would be really weird, right?
Yeah.
If I had 3 jars with tendons in them right now,
you watch too much Dexter.
I'd probably have 1 jar with all 3, and I'd have like a little a label on each one, so I'd remember which one was which. But yeah, I don't know. It's like the idea of keeping one is cool, but like, what are you really going to do with it?
Right. I thought about that too, but just like, look, this is what was in, this is what was wrong, but you're right.
You don't need that. Do you have a cool scar?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Badass, man.
Yeah. It's a good conversation starter at the pool.
And what do you tell people? You're in a motorcycle accident?
No, I tell them that I was kidnapped in Mexico. They stole my kidney and I managed to survive.
Okay. That's a pretty good story, I guess. Yeah. I was just thinking, it's like, when you talk about kidney, it's not that fun of a conversation.
Mm-mm.
So I would make up something cool, like I got stabbed in a bar fight, or
yeah,
and it was like, it's pretty nasty.
I was kidnapped in Cancun, and I was found in downtown, and I made it though.
Yeah, or you could do some stolen valor, and say when you were in the Navy, you got off the ship and you had to fight some bad guys, and
the pirates.
Yeah, and you were a POW for a while.
Yeah.
But then that's not really good. You don't want to do that. But you got options. But you always you never wear a shirt at the pool?
No, I never do.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
That's good. I think the worst thing you can do is wear a shirt at the pool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not super built or nothing, but I'm not obese either. I just don't just who cares?
I think this is the thing that fat people have never understood. Wearing a shirt only accentuates that you're fat.
Yeah.
It's worse.
It is worse because the shirt sticks to you.
Yes, dude. It's like it's like if you're there's a line. And every body type has a line where clothes can help or hurt.
Right.
Yoga pants is a great example of this.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Yoga pants can help a lot of women. It helps women with no ass look like they got a little bit of ass.
Right.
It helps women with nice ass look like they've got
immaculate,
like they're J-Lo.
Yeah.
But if you've got too much and you squeeze that into yoga pants, everyone can see. It looks like the tee box where all the divots are taken up from all the people. It's not. There's a point of diminishing return.
Yeah.
And that's t-shirt at the pool. They're doing the thing like, oh, no one's gonna realize how fat I am if I wear a shirt in the pool.
Yeah,
Dude,
or no one wants to see the rolls. Like, we're going to see them anyway.
Now we see it in full. You're putting it in HD.
Yeah.
Now we know. I don't like that. I wish guys would stop doing that. It's a bad call. Bad call. All right. Congratulations to is that Sean Cortez?
Yeah, Sean Cortez.
Sean Cortez, congratulations. He is going to go see Future on Friday night. Oh, and Metro Boomin.
Yeah. We might have some more tickets tomorrow.
That song you played, was that Future or Metro Boomin?
That is Future featuring Metro Boomin.
Oh,
yeah.
I guess that's going to be the big apex of the night. Is we're going to be playing that song right there.
Yeah, that was a big hit.
I'm going to be out of town this weekend, so I will miss that show.
Yeah, I'll be fishing too.
I don't particularly like the mumble rap, but to each their own. Obviously, if they're playing Frost Bank, obviously it's a big friggin' show. This is the kind of rap that my son likes.
Yeah, my son does too.
And we get in arguments about it. And I say, like, I try to tell him, like, dude, Wu-Tang Clan. Now this is music.
Yeah, there you go.
But he doesn't want to hear it. He likes that. Yeah.
We were there when Wu-Tang was new.
Yeah. 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 I'm like, dude, what's the deal? And everybody's auto-tuned. Everybody's auto-tuned.
Yeah.
Why are you auto-tuned? I don't like it. You know when I stopped liking Kanye? When he auto-tuned. Kanye's first couple albums didn't seem that crazy.
Yeah. He was more down to earth.
It was good. It was good music.
Yeah.
And then
Something
auto-tune
happened.
and he went off the deep end. The guy's a lunatic now. Anyway, congratulations, Sean Cortez. Where are you going fishing?
I'm going to Rockport, Port Aransas area.
Okay.
Right around Corpus. Just I got the whole week to do it. So
Are you gonna are you getting out on a boat, or are you pier fishing?
No, we're just doing pier fishing. We might take a guide though, probably next Wednesday or Thursday. We're gonna see if he's available and go out to, I don't know, probably Baffin Bay area.
So do you fish just for sport, or are you going to keep the fish
No,
and eat them?
No, we fish to keep and eat them.
Do you have a fishing license?
Yes.
You don't, do you?
Not yet.
Yeah, you're going to get arrested this weekend.
It's only a fine.
You're going to get arrested. You're going to be like, oh. Next week, Rob's going to be out with the Rona, and you're going to be out because because you're in prison.
In prison for not having a fishing license.
They're going to deport you for that. It's the last thing we need. Great.
Yeah, Ed won't have to do this full time now.
I'm going to Coshada, to the casino.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to make $1 million.
That's dangerous, a casino for me. I can't do it.
Why not?
I don't know. I'll overspend, overgamble. I won't know when to stop.
Oh man,
I have that.
You stop one of two places.
Okay.
You either win $1 million or you go broke.
Or you go broke. Right.
That's it, baby.
Even if I allot myself a certain amount of money,
you'll hit the ATM.
I'll hit the ATM, or
you'll
start
be like,
transferring money.
Okay, if I only had $100 more, I would win. No, that's not. If you only have $100 more, you're never going to win. That's the.
So what do you play? Do you do slots, or what's your deal?
I'm a grown up. I play blackjack.
Okay.
Yeah, slots. What are you crazy? I'm not. I'm there to win, baby. I'm there to win. I'm
no baccarat, no roulette. Nothing?
I don't think that. Well, I don't know if they even have baccarat at Coshada.
Okay.
I think they've got blackjack, like they might have 3-card poker and slots. It's we're not talking about Caesar's Palace here, Bo.
Right,
this is
just little bit.
It's
they don't have everything.
It's in Louisiana. It's nice. It's not like it's a ghetto, but they ain't playing. People in Louisiana ain't looking to play baccarat. All right, they probably have. I bet they have Keno. because
yeah.
you know, Keno's almost like bingo. And they're like, oh, I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
how that game works.
Yeah.
All right. But I won't be back next Monday because I'll be a millionaire and I'll have quit this job. I'm gonna tell Rob to take this job and shove it after. So you guys he'll have to do the show without me next Monday.
Yeah.
All right. On the other side, we're going to play some of the sound from Mike McCarthy after the Cowboys' dominant victory this weekend. It is the Morning Huddle right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on the Blitz, the Cowboys have a preseason game against the Raiders. The big news is going to be, how does Trey Lance look? We'll react to his performance.
Yeah, what improvements did we see from 1 week to the next? Plus that Cowboys run game, is it starting to get going? We'll also talk some Texans Monday on the Blitz, starting at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
What's wrong? My travel rewards card didn't earn enough miles for my vacation. Are you crying? Are you crying because of that other credit card? Uh-huh. Well, switch to the Capital One Venture card. Venture lets you redeem miles on any travel purchase. Really? Yep, and you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every single day. The Capital One Venture card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
And welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or severe diabetes, you're at higher risk of landing in the hospital from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Gomez Law Firm has been taking care of the people of San Antonio for almost 50 years, the leader in personal injury law. Jose, tell us a little bit more about what you do.
We do ride-sharing cases, 18-wheeler cases. Obviously, we've done those for very many years. Work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then you need to visit joegomezlaw.com.
We've been around for almost 50 years, and we're not going anywhere.
Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
I don't feel so good.
You do feel hot. Dayquil Kids will take care of that fever.
What about my cough?
Dayquil Kids has that covered.
Will it make my throat feel better?
Yes, that too.
But will it taste good?
Yep, Dayquil Kids comes in your favorite flavor.
Purple?
Well, yes, it's great.
Try new Dayquil Kids Plus Fever, the daytime coughing, aching, sore throat fever just for kids medicine. Safe for kids 6+. Use as directed.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle for my friends at Stevens Roofing, your local roofer. You know, summer is here, and that means long, hot days for everyone and everything, including your roof. Our hot Texas sun pounding down can degrade and age your roof. So for residential or commercial service, you need a reliable roofer you can trust and afford. That's Stevens Roofing. Online at stevensroofing.net or call them at 210-785-0994. That's 210-785-0994 for Stevens Roofing.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. You know, I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. You know, basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
When you switch and save with Progressive, you could use that money towards going to see your favorite team in the playoffs. Progressive cannot guarantee that you can go see your favorite team in the playoffs. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds on average, but we cannot guarantee that your favorite team will make the playoffs or even finish with a winning record. They could easily lose more than half their games and finish in the cellar because they stink badly and haven't made the playoffs in years. Savings, very possible. Playoffs, highly doubtful. Switch and see if you could save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance and Affiliates, not available in all states. We cannot be held liable for your favorite team's terrible and frankly embarrassing performances now or ever.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit, hims.com/joy.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. When I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was baking cookies.
I know what kind of cookies are those. I saw those earlier.
These are strawberry shortcake cookies.
Oh, man, I wish I could eat one.
They're awesome, but they'll give you the beatus.
My sugar's too high this morning as it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of sugar.
I ate 4 Oreos last night, and that ruined it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have eaten those. You could have eaten
I know.
one of
I
these.
didn't know. I should have waited.
I'm an excellent baker. An excellent baker.
In both ways.
It's one of my my hidden skills. My wife is all
You
mad.
have an apron and stuff, the oven mitts and.
Well, I have oven mitts,
All
but
right.
like I have I took my wife's KitchenAid, like the stand mixer, the big ass mixer.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
And she was all mad and I was like,
Well,
all right,
I got to do something here.
Who bakes the cookies around here? Me. That's who.
I'm the one who bakes.
That's right. And last time I made lemon crinkle cookies, and this time I made strawberry shortcake.
I love strawberries.
Here's the key, Vic. I'm gonna give you a little secret. The key is you use freeze-dried strawberries.
Not fresh.
Not fresh strawberries.
Okay.
Fresh the moisture from them will mess up your
mess up everything.
your dough.
Okay.
But what I also get is this stuff called strawberry emulsion, which is basically like it's like concentrated strawberry juice. And you just put in like 2 tablespoons in the batch, and it makes everything taste strawberry-ish.
How much sugar did you put in it?
Do
you remember?
Like a cup and a half, I think, in the whole batch.
And how many cookies in the batch? About
there's 7 giant cookies.
Oh, okay. Or you can make like 10 or 12 small ones.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
But also, I forgot. There's also brown sugar in there too.
Yeah. See.
So there's a lot, man. There's a lot. But
good stuff, though.
You're missing out.
I know.
You're missing out. Did you have milk with your Oreos?
No. Nah, I try not.
You raw dog them, huh?
Yeah, because my grandkids were there, and see, I can eat anything I want. It's just how much of it. That's it. Usually, it's 1 or 2 cookies. But I had 4 because, playing with the grandkids. And then in about 20 minutes, I felt it.
How many beers can you have?
Probably around 2 or 3 if it's low carb beer. Maybe the Michelob, what is it? Ultralight.
Ultra.
Yeah. But I'm not a beer drinker. But if I had to, it would be that. And then.
Well, when you're fishing, you're going to have to drink beer.
No, I'm not going to.
What are you going to drink?
Probably Coke Zero, Diet Dr. Pepper. Or Gatorade, water. I know.
What about how are you going to get drunk?
I'm not.
So you're going to fish sober?
Yeah. I've been doing it my whole life, fishing sober.
That's a weird thing, man. That's a weird thing to do.
Well, it's weird because if a ranger comes
crazy
around,
behavior.
Yeah. As long as you have cans, the rangers don't care. But I don't know. I've just never been a drinker. Never have.
Wow. I thought it was like I thought fishing was like golf. You only do it so you can drink beer.
Yeah, that's the stereotype of it. Going out there having a few beers doesn't matter if you don't catch anything or not. You just
right.
But for me, it's just fishing. I don't care if I catch anything or not. I'm just there. I'm away from the day to day, everything from work. I just want to escape for a little bit. That means more to me.
Are you good at taking the hook out?
Yeah.
I'm not good at that.
Can grab any kind of fish. If it's a gab top, you got to hold it from the bottom. Speckled trout, you hold it from the bottom. Redfish.
I always think I'm gonna tear open their face trying to take the hook out.
No.
I always feel like I'm hurt.
Well,
it's funny. First of all, this fish is eventually going to die, and I'm going to eat it.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, I don't want to hurt his face though.
Or the one you have to throw back.
Yes, if you're throwing him back, you really don't want to hurt him, right?
Right. You got to be careful. And I have those long pliers that can get into the mouth, and if they really swallow the bait.
You have a whole tackle box?
Oh yeah, I got the whole setup. I got about 10, 15 fishing rods, about 2 tackle boxes.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, it's accumulated over through the years, mind you. And I still use a fishing rod my dad bought me when I was 13. Still use it.
Who are you going to go with?
My dad and my wife and my sister.
Okay. What about your boy?
He's got to work. He started a truck driving deal, so it's too early for him to take a vacation.
But he usually goes with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
My other son just hates fishing.
What?
Yeah.
Is he a big disappointment to you?
No. It's just in the fishing part. Yeah, I thought maybe he at least like it, but no, you couldn't pay him to go.
What's he like? Video games?
Yeah, he's all into gaming. He's a gamer.
You like your other son better than that one though, right?
I like him more on the fishing side. Yeah, he's.
But
more
I mean,
fun.
just in general, like he's.
No, I love them both the same.
That's a lie, dude.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
I have to say that I love them both.
I know,
the same.
but you can say the truth to me. Nobody's listening.
Well, I
right
love my
now.
daughter a little more, but I mean,
So daughter, fishing
and,
son, video game son, in that order.
Yeah, no, it's video game son / fishing son is the same.
There's no way.
Yes, there is.
That's crazy. What do you and video game son do together? What do you guys have in common?
Nothing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, the other one. I bet fishing son watches football with you too, doesn't he?
No, but he talks about it a little bit.
Okay.
But
video game son doesn't watch. He doesn't watch football.
Yeah,
does
fishing son will come in and say, did CD Lamb sign yet? Like, no, and then he'll walk down the hall.
But video game son doesn't know who CeeDee Lamb is, does he?
No.
Oh yeah, you don't. That's your least favorite kid for sure. For sure. It's okay. You can. You can lie. You can lie to yourself. You can't lie to me.
That's what we
man.
all do.
You can't lie to me, Bubba. I know the truth. All right. We've got some of this sound from Coach McCarthy coming off the big win for the Dallas Cowboys. And he's feeling good, rightfully so. This was a good showing. And you asked about Deuce Vaughn earlier.
Yeah.
Here's what he had to say about your boy Deuce.
I thought Deuce had some nice touches, so it was important to get him, Royce, and Malik. I was trying to get those guys all a certain number of carries tonight. It was a focus, but I thought he ran well, broke tackles, bounced the ball, made some nice runs.
It's funny. I thought when I listened to this on my phone, because that's the way I listened to it at first, before we go on the air, like Edwin will send me the clips in an email, and that's how I preview and decide what I want to hear Coach McCarthy talking about. And when I was listening on my phone, I was like, something's going on my phone. It sounds like there's bees at the press conference. It's like, am I the only one hearing that?
Yeah, I hear it a little, but I think on the phone you could probably it'll amplify it a little more.
Then he talked about how. Remember when we were first talking about this game, we mentioned that the Raiders played their starters. Like the Raiders had most of their guys out there. The Cowboys didn't. Coach McCarthy was talking about how the positives of getting to see some of these guys who are have more experience.
Oh, definitely. I'm proud of our guys. I love the way they came out and competed, and we talked about it.
Those
and,
bees.
What a great opportunity to go, go against.
Yeah, see,
their first group. Like I said, I think the defense clearly set the tempo with the stops. We have 2 4th down stops tonight, so I mean those are huge. And the takeaways are, we're off to a good start here in the first 2 weeks. But this was a great experience. I think anytime you have a chance for younger players that don't have a lot of experience, they get to play against experienced players. I mean, you can't buy that. Especially going into the season like we are. So this was a good night for us. So hopefully we feel as good after. Hopefully feel as good as we do now after what's the tape.
Oh, at the end the bee went away.
Sounds like a yard blower, or
I don't know,
like in the distance.
I hope he didn't get stung by a bee. That'd be terrible.
It's noticeable that it did stop
at the end. Yeah, it's just like, the bee left or something. And finally, he talked about the fact that they've still got a little bit of time to make some decisions on some guys.
Well, the good thing is we don't have to make any decisions now. So I mean, we do have a full another week left, and we knew this coming in that our roster is gonna we got some tough decisions when we get down to the end. So just really thankful, and hopefully it holds up. That we came out healthy tonight.
All right, we'll talk about what he had to say there. We'll talk about some of those roster decisions he has to make, and we've also got some sound of him going into detail on Trey Lance. We'll also hear some sound from Trey Lance, who at a minimum looks like he's solidified himself a roster spot. He was good enough this weekend, I think, to say, okay, we're gonna at least carry you this year and see what happens. So. There's been times when I was like, oh, is this the right move? More Cowboys coming up. We got Texans coming up later on. We got some UFC talk, and we still have that story of a dude peeing on a guy on an airplane. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Watch out for the bees!
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
Football season is finally here, friends, and it's time to jump into the Prize Picks play. It's America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. Heck, there's over 5 million active users. I'm one of them. You should jump in today. Use your fantasy knowledge to go win some serious money. Know your players' stats. You've been playing them before. Put them to work. Is Zeke going to get 90 yards? Is Stephon Diggs going to get over 100? Play your game. Pick your more. Pick your less, but go pick them. That's Prize Picks. Go play them today. It's easy. Use the code Alamo. Download the app, and you've got $100 just waiting for you. That's code Alamo on the Prize Picks for a deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks, run your game. Head over to Prize Picks right now and use that knowledge. If it's football season, Prize Picks is the place to be. It's the best way to win real money this football season. It's Prize Picks. Go download today. Alamo for $100. There's money waiting on it. Use your knowledge. Go win some more with the code Alamo and Prize Picks. And tell them Rob sent you.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can easily find coverage options that fit your budget. If only it was that easy to name your baby.
How about Jaden?
No.
Okay. Michael?
Went to middle school with a glue-eating Michael.
Sebastian?
Dated one in college.
How about Damien?
Vampire name.
All right. Greg?
Not feeling it.
Okay. No worries. No worries. Jeffrey?
Oh, love that one.
Wait, really?
No.
Find coverage options that fit your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
And now Martha Stewart for Skechers. When I make a dish or embark on a craft project, I always use the finest, most fabulous ingredients and materials. Which is why, when it comes to footwear, I love Skechers. Because Skechers is the comfort technology company and uses the most luxurious, innovative materials and designs to make wondrously comfortable footwear with all the fits and features like Arch Fit and Skechers' world-famous air-cooled memory foam. It's exactly the way I'd make shoes.
Find Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio representing people and families who've been injured in traffic collisions since 1994. The reason it's important to call me as soon as possible is the number of tricks and mistakes you can make, even up to talking to insurance companies, which I'm going to tell you not to do. and also some of the billing practices at our local hospitals. And over the last year, I've seen more and more of this, where hospitals are asking patients to assign benefits they do not have to assign, all in an effort to get more money to the hospital than they would receive if all you used was your health insurance. When you call, I will give you your options. We'll talk about your case. And all of that is free of charge. If you or a family member has been injured in a traffic accident, whether car, commercial truck, motorcycle, I want you to call me as soon as possible after the collision. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or go to my website at alawyerforus.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-466-9625. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-466-9625.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? A man age 50 non-tobacco user can obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $110 per month. Level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, there are great rates available for you as well. Call Term Busters for a quote. 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, call Term Busters. 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate for preferred non-tobacco rate class, exam required to qualify.
My name is John. I could not lose the weight I needed to. The Institute for Functional Health Wellness Program was the answer. It included a great deal of testing, supplements, and weekly face-to-face doctor visits. I finally had the accountability I needed. I am now 50 pounds lighter. I no longer have pain in my elbow, back, and hips. I have more energy and just feel and look so much better.
Call for your complimentary consultation, 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health.
We all expect our home to protect everything we love. But here in Texas, we don't expect the ways water is breaking down our foundations and damaging our homes. Cracks in walls and uneven floors are just a few signs your foundation is shifting. But there's one way to get answers to all your concerns. A free home inspection from Foundation Support Specialists. Make sure your investment is protected. Get your free inspection at foundationsupportspecialists.com.
94.1 FM, San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Dallas Cowboys got their first win of the preseason, beating the Las Vegas Raiders 27-12. The Houston Texans improved to 2-1 with a 28-10 win over the New York Giants. At the Little League World Series, Bernie returns to action tonight as Southwest will take on Southeast with the first pitch set for 6. I'm Vic Brown with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, everybody. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. My name's AJ Hoffman. You may note Rob Thompson is not here today. He is lazy and a malingerer. What time did he text us, Vic, and say, I'm sick?
I know you would think he would text us earlier, like maybe yesterday. What was it,
Right.
like 4 something? Yeah.
Like we meet here at
3:36.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I mean, he's normally, I think that's what
That's
time he
about
wakes
right.
up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I get it.
Really screwed me today. Really screwed me today. Like everybody here does solo shows all the time. Like if because there's only
there's no one to.
There's only 4 hosts here. There's not like like every other station I've worked at. There's like midday guys or weekend guys who will come pick up a shift if you need them.
Right.
We don't have any of that here. So it's like if somebody's sick, the guys do the show solo. And I was like, I've never done a show solo ever.
There's always someone to bounce off of.
Yeah, that's how
it's done.
That's how I've always done radio. That's how I vibe. But around here, I was like, well, I guess.
Well, I'm all you got.
Guess this is it, man.
This is it.
This is it. Boy, what happens when we stop talking Cowboys and start talking about something else?
I don't know.
You're good at talking about fishing.
Fishing in Star Wars.
Yeah, you found out that's the other thing you and your nerdy boy have in common.
Yeah, my oldest
Star
son.
Wars.
Yeah. We love Star Wars.
But your other kid, your favorite son, also likes Star Wars,
Yeah.
right?
And then, my daughter too.
Your older son, he's still a virgin?
No. He's got a little boy already.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I have 3 grandchildren already.
Damn. One from each?
Except my middle son. Yeah. My middle son, the truck driver, no kids yet. Yeah.
Okay.
My oldest, I have a grandson, and then my daughter, I have a grandson and granddaughter.
She's got 2.
Yeah.
She's your youngest?
She's my youngest. Yeah.
Man.
That's the route she took. So
it's the route she took. You didn't do a good job raising her.
no. Oh, I did.
No, so
It's that's just what she wanted. I always told her, you're going to do
she
what
want
you're
to go
going
out
to
there
do.
and make babies.
It's what makes her happy. She works at a daycare. She loves children. I couldn't do that. I mean, just an hour with the
Gross.
kids hungry, like, nope.
Gross. So she works at a daycare and then she goes home
and kind of like doing the daycare thing all over at home. Yeah. But that's what she loves.
Are her kids at her daycare?
Yes.
That's even worse. When do you get a break?
She doesn't. And I told her that way before she got pregnant.
She got a husband or a baby daddy?
Yeah. And he's not in the picture, of course. I know.
Oh.
It's what it is, but it was good in the beginning, like everything else.
You paying up?
Oh yeah, he is.
Damn right, Bubba.
Yeah.
Damn right. Both of them are his?
Yep.
Yeah, he better pay up. Sorry, SOB. You should have told her though, hey, make him put a ring on it before he goes up in there with no Jimmy
Well,
hat.
they went to school together, all of that high school sweetheart stuff, and I told her, if this is what you choose, it's 100%. There's no dumping the kids off to us, or
yeah, you ain't got except they still live at your house half the time.
Yeah, but
you tried to be tough dad, but you knew you weren't at the end.
Yeah, it's
You
hard
were
to.
weak.
Yeah, I could talk right now, real big game, but once they're in front of me, once my grandkids are in front of me, it changes. Same with my wife. Yeah, we always say we're going to be hard and tough, and when they're there, she ends up leaving the kids with us, and she's going out, and then we're babysitting.
Oh,
it always ends up that way.
What if she gets pregnant again?
Oh, I don't know, but
you'll disown her, right?
She's not going to live there with us.
No, so no more.
Nah, yeah, no, yeah.
Have you ever taught her about condoms?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so she knows they exist.
Yeah, that was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my entire life.
Man.
She was 14 years old when I told her.
It's like you teach them and then they just don't care. They just don't care.
Well, when I taught her, she already knew.
Oh, you were late to the party.
I was late to the party.
Damn. You taught her at 14 and she was already like, yeah, Dad, I know.
Yeah.
They feel funny.
No,
It's like-
not that. Just well, she didn't tell me that, but it was more of the, the awkwardness where you're like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
It irritates me, Dad. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
No, well, hopefully she's learned her lesson. Hopefully she's learned, and all you kids out there, if you choose to fornicate, protect yourself.
Yeah.
At all costs.
At all costs.
From disease and unwanted pregnancies. I preach abstinence. That's the best route, but
yeah, we tried that, and
well,
it lasted till we got the news she was pregnant.
Yeah, she was. Oh, I'm sure that was her first time. Yeah, it was the first time I've ever done it. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
whatever.
I bet.
Yeah.
We before the break, we were. See, this is why you never want me to have a solo show, Vic, because it's going to put you in the spotlight, bub.
Yeah, it's all right.
Before we hit the break, we were talking about, or we were hearing from Mike McCarthy talking about the time that they still got some time to trim this roster down, and guys like Deuce Vaughn who are in the kind of in the dead zone. Like, we don't know if Deuce Vaughn is going to make this team, or where's an opening for him.
They got to find a place for him.
I don't know.
I know it was discouraging hearing Coach McCarthy say that, I could just hear it. It's like, well, I don't know why he's.
You also got to remember this dude. he's missed half the practices at training camp because he's been hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
A little guy he's gonna be hurt. He's gonna stay hurt probably. I don't know. I don't. He's probably a guy they're gonna try to keep on the practice squad.
Yeah,
I don't know that he's got a spot on the team, but like Coach said, they've got a little bit of time now. Coach McCarthy had a lot to say about Trey Lance, and we'll start with him talking about the improvements from week 1, which Trey Lance stunk, to week 2, where he actually looked pretty decent.
I thought we improved today, starting with Trey. I felt that, some of the things I was trying to do, because I was trying to get certain individual touches, so I really didn't get, the third down conversion opportunities. We didn't, we missed a couple there, but, 14 play drives. I mean, that's incredible for preseason football, and I think it just shows you his understanding and, confidence. And he just needs to continue to play. He just needs reps. He needs to play in live games, particularly in the drop back phase, because he's done a very good job managing everything else. So I thought he clearly took a step today.
And I like what they're doing, and the Rams are doing kind of the same thing. Like, they're trying to figure out if Stetson Bennett can play or not.
Yeah.
So what they're saying is basically, you're taking all the preseason snaps. Most of these coaches don't play. I mean, Dak hasn't played in a preseason game since 2019. Think about that.
And that makes sense. I would always think the preseason is time for the third stringers to get out there and see what you got.
Well, and Dak's hurt anyway.
Yeah.
Dak's ankle's hurt. His foot, whatever. He might tell you it's not, but I think he's got something going. You don't wear a walking boot out of precaution.
Yeah, they're hiding something.
But like, Stetson Bennett is playing every snap of the preseason because they have to figure out that their backup quarterback is suspended for the start of the year. Jimmy Garoppolo's a steroid head freak. He's like a Latimer in the program, just juiced out of his mind. And they're saying, we got to see if Stetson Bennett can be the starting quarter or be the backup quarterback even for a few weeks. The first preseason game looked like Stetson Bennett isn't even built to hold a clipboard. Week 2, he looked a little bit better. Same with Trey Lance. Week 1, they tried to spin it like it was good week 1.
Yeah.
You didn't score a touchdown. Like, every drive ended in a field goal. That's not good. That's not how you win.
Sounds like Dallas.
Well, that was Dallas. So Trey Lance with an improvement. And Coach McCarthy talked about the way that Trey Lance handled the pressure this week. It seemed to be a little bit easier for him.
Yeah, I mean, that's an excellent point. I think when you stand up here and you talk about your quarterback, running the offense, the pace of operation, those are steps that every quarterback has to take. And I thought our tempo was really good tonight. The way we're getting in and out of the huddle, and he was commanding, and he saw plenty of pressure. So it isn't like he laying on Patrick Graham's not just going to line up and standard defense all night. So I thought we saw a good amount of pressure that we had to deal with. I mean, the touchdown quarterback draw, they obviously had had a guy free off the edge, and he beat the pressure up inside with the draw. So really good experience for him tonight.
And again, this was against the Raiders defense, not just like random dudes, not against guys who are going to be working at UPS later this year. Like, these are like Max Crosby was on the field. So that actually is saying something. Last McCarthy quote here on Trey Lance.
Yeah, no, I thought he was smart. I thought he was smart in the drop back phase of it. He came out, he wasn't, too fast. I think, there's a couple reads when we like to look at him first that, he may have went through them a little quick. But the reality is, you look at the defense he played today. I mean, this is a defense, a lot of vision, a lot of vision. So this was a great experience for him. Different obviously than the one last week against the Rams. But I thought he did a nice job using his legs.
And like I said, this is not a situation where is Trey Lance is he going to be the starter? Is he going to be, we know he's not the starter. Is he going to be the backup? He's not going to be the backup. The whole preseason is like, does Trey Lance deserve to be on an NFL roster?
Right.
And I think we've seen that, yeah, he's probably going to be on the roster. The Cowboys probably hope they're never going to have to use him. I know even a month ago before training camp started, people were saying maybe Trey Lance can turn into something. Maybe he can be the future. Trey Lance is not the future of the Cowboys. I can tell you that. I can tell you that with as much certainty as I can say anything about football, is that Trey Lance is not the future of the Dallas Cowboys. And if he is, boy, it's a bleak future. A bleak future for the Cowboys. But I do think he's proven that he can make a roster. There's not
he's a future field goal kicker holder.
Maybe he might hold. He's certainly going to hold the clipboard, but we'll see. All right, we'll actually hear from Trey Lance himself, the man, the myth, the legend, a little bit later on in the show. We'll talk some Texans on the other side, some of the big takeaways from the Texans' big weekend. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on The Blitz, the Cowboys have a preseason game against the Raiders. The big news is going to be, how does Trey Lance look? We'll react to his performance.
Yeah, what improvements did we see from 1 week to the next? Plus that Cowboys run game, is it starting to get going? We'll also talk some Texans Monday on The Blitz, starting at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Offer not valid in all states or prohibited by law. Loans are subject to lender approval. See website for details.
Honey, the credit card bill came and we're maxed out.
Great. Maxed out cards. Rent is due. Bills are piling up. We just need some extra cash to help us get by.
We should do what my brother did. He went to gotloans.com and got $3,000.
With our bad credit?
Gotloans.com is different. They're one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000.
I'm sure there's a lot of paperwork.
Nope. My brother said it was fast and easy. He did it right from his phone.
If you have a regular source of income, you can be approved for a loan of up to $5,000 in minutes, and your cash can hit your bank account as soon as the next day. Our lenders have millions of dollars to lend, regardless of your credit history.
Great news. I went to gotloans.com and we'll have our money as soon as tomorrow.
Whoa, that is fast.
If you need extra cash, go to gotloans.com. That's gotloans.com. Gotloans.com.
It's football season, and you know the best place to watch games is at the Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road, with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. College, pro, the games are on at the Roo. And when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, the Roo Pub is next to the Angry Elephant at 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
There's never any FOMO with the iHeartRadio app. You won't ever have to miss out on your favorite shows and contests with this radio station again. Radio 24/7, 365. We're here when you want us. Stay connected and listen anywhere when you download the free iHeartRadio app.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
What if you could build a 6-figure retirement income with almost half the money saved? You heard that right. Get a discount on your retirement, creating a 6-figure income with 40% less than traditional 401ks and mutual funds. Hi, I'm Brett Kitchen, best-selling author, executive producer, and star in a brand new Hollywood Hollywood documentary called The Retirement Deception. In this film, we traveled over 20,000 miles interviewing real Americans who've retired successfully with a great lifestyle and peace of mind. They share their stories on how they get more retirement income with the same dollars saved, and the money's never at risk if the market crashes. That's right. If the market crashes 30%, you lose nothing. Even the super wealthy are shifting money to this new strategy because it increases their retirement income or can allow them to stop working years sooner. So if you're over 50 and want a bigger, better retirement with less money saved, call to talk to a specialist and get a free copy of this brand new movie at 800-486-9595. This is a $30 value, but when you call today, you can get it completely free. I'll even cover shipping and handling, no credit card required. Call right now, 1-800-486-9595. That's 1-800-486-9595. Again, that's 1-800-486-9595.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this: if something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
Guess what, people? Wendy's has new saucy nugs. You heard me. Wendy's nugs now come in 7 saucy flavors. Buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, spicy ghost pepper. You can literally hear your taste buds after every bite. I'm serious. Listen to mine. Okay, that's just me playing with sound effects, but you got the idea. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime! It's showtime! Except there's no Rob Thompson for showtime. He doesn't care about you guys. So he feigned an illness so he wouldn't have to come in on a Monday. He's like, I'm getting that 3-day weekend. Getting that thing. Good morning to all you guys out there. Anybody who's just joining us. What a day we've had so far. Rob, like I said, has a serious illness and may never be the same. But the doctors think he is going to push through and live.
Yeah, he should be all right.
He just he'll be on a breathing machine for the rest of his life and unlikely to ever talk again, unfortunately. So that part is, that's a downside, but
we're still waiting on verification on that. We don't know.
Yeah. This is all projection and hearsay at this point. I'm not, in fact, a medical doctor. A lot of people hear, like, when they hear the radio show, they're like, oh, this guy's really smart. He must be a doctor.
No,
I'm not. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I know, like, there's a lot of people who are just like, oh, what would a genius level person like this be wasting time with radio for? I do it for the love, first of all.
Right.
But also because I actually did not go to medical school.
Yeah, that's a big part. Yeah.
Yeah, that
has something real big to do with it. Yeah.
In some countries, you can be a doctor and not go to medical school.
Right.
But here
That's
in the
true.
United States, it's a requirement, allegedly.
Yeah, you got to go through like 10 years of school or something like that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah,
that's
it
a
is
lot of schooling, man. It's a lot of schooling. But I'm what you call street smart. I got smart without the schooling. I dropped out in 7th grade, and I ended up very, very intelligent.
We grew up in the days of we used monkey blood on cuts. Remember that?
Yeah. I
But
don't.
that's it. That's our extent of knowledge.
I mean, that's it. My dad. This is a true story. I tore my knee open playing tennis, and it was like pretty gnarly gash.
Ugh.
And
was skin peeled back or something?
Bro, I mean, it was like a mouth.
Oh wow. Okay.
And it was just me and my dad living together at the time. Like before, like my dad got remarried, but this was between those.
Oh, okay.
So there was no woman at our house. It was just me and him.
What did he do? Rub it in the dirt?
No, he poured alcohol in it.
Oh,
but he didn't have any rubbing alcohol.
Oh, regular alcohol.
So he
Okay.
used some Crown Royal, which did not feel good, mind you, did not feel good at all.
Oh, that's the worst.
And then my aunt and he was like, yeah, just put an ice pack on it and
No
wrap
stitches, nothing.
Wrap it in an ace bandage. And he's like, we'll see where it's at tomorrow. My aunt came over and saw it, and she was like, you need to take him to go get stitches.
I was gonna say.
And he's like, are you sure? And I ended up needing 6 stitches. So it was like, it was
overnight, just with a gash open like that. And
yeah.
Those were the days, man.
Those were the days.
Less simpler. We didn't have a phone to look up what to do.
Well, I had a phone. It just had a cord attached to it.
Yeah. A long one, probably.
That's how I did prank phone calls.
Yeah. Before caller ID.
Because that's what we did as kids.
That's right.
That's right, baby.
Mm-hmm.
The Houston Texans got themselves a nice little win over the weekend, a 28-10 victory. And Texans had 5 takeaways. 5 takeaways. Remember the Cowboys, they won the turnover battle 5-0 last week and lost. Texans got 5 takeaways. They won. They did the right thing and won the game. They didn't give up a sack, didn't turn the ball over, and really did just about everything right. It allowed just 74 yards rushing, which you knew that was a focus going into the game, was going to be stopping the run. Going into the season, a focus is stopping the run. The defense looked incredible. A lot of it, I think, is because Daniel Jones just stinks. So that's Daniel Jones going to make a lot of defenses look incredible. But overall, strong performance. The Jalen Petrie touchdown, I don't know that you'll ever have an easier pick six than what Jalen Petrie had in that game. Basically, the Jones had to recock his arm, and instead of just throwing the ball onto the ground or throwing it out of bounds, he threw it up in the air, and easy 7 points for the Texans. That's how it started. The offensive line played really well. Like I said, the Burns, Thibodeau, and Dexter Lawrence didn't play, but overall the offensive line played really well. I shouldn't say they didn't play. They didn't play at the same time. Brian Burns did play for a while. He's their, the mega star they just brought in. And, Blake Fisher, who's a rookie, went up against him, held up pretty nicely. And they protected CJ Stroud, and he looked calm. He looked smooth. And he is going to be a problem. Yeah, Diggs, Dell, and Collins they all got involved. And then, like I said, John Mechie III had a huge game. He's probably going to be either not on the raw. I don't know what he's going to be. I don't think they can get him through to the practice squad. So they're going to have to make a decision on him. Like, what are you going to do with this guy? Because you've either got to trade him or something. He's not. You can't keep him. He's not going to play special teams. So they've got limited options with what he can do. I guess they're also going to have some tough decisions to make at running back. So Texans, again, kind of an opposite problem of what the Cowboys are dealing with. But overall, based on what I've seen so far, I'm impressed. I knew that DeMeco Ryans was. You could tell that there was a different feel with him in there, and it looks like he's still got control of this team. This puts them at 2-1 in the preseason. Remember, they played the extra game, the Hall of Fame game. They got shortened by the rain, but last week beating the Steelers, this week the Giants. They've got one left against the Rams, and before they open the season at Indianapolis. But a lot of expectations for this team, high hopes. The win total's at 9.5, so and juiced to the over. So at this point, they're like 9.8. Most people think the Texans are going to be a 10-win football team, which You know, if that's the case, then football in Texas is going to be interesting this year.
Yeah.
The Cowboys, I don't know if there is a team in the league that could have a wider range of outcome than the Cowboys, because the Cowboys also at about 9.8, they're at 9.5 juice to the over. It wouldn't shock me if the Cowboys won 11, 12 games. It wouldn't shock me if the Cowboys won 6 or 7 games. There's not many teams I can say that about, because it feels like every team with a ceiling as high as the Cowboys. I guess maybe
that always happens.
I guess maybe the Texans. If I thought of another team that I could see, like, yeah, this team might win 6 or 7 games. It wouldn't shock me if the Texans went 7-10. Wouldn't shock me if they went 11-6.
Made the first round.
But most of the good teams, it's hard to the Jets. The Jets are another one. I could imagine. I can see a world where the Jets just are a disaster. In fact, I don't even see a world where the Jets can win 12 games. I think it's much more likely that they win
maybe 4.
I mean,
against crappier teams.
I think they'll win 6 or 7 games because their non-quarterback roster is still pretty good. But I think people are so bought into this Aaron Rodgers thing. There's going to be a lot of disappointed people because I'm putting it now. Whatever you think Aaron Rodgers is going to be this year,
nothing.
I think he's probably going to be less than that. So I don't have high expectations. I mean, he'll probably be better than he was last year. Let's just say that where we played 3 snaps.
Yeah, I thought it was 2. Or was it 3?
I think he got hurt on the third
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't take anything away from him. He's got enough haters. Okay, Vic. Let that man. Let him have his third play.
Yeah.
Let him have his third play. All right, we are in the last at the bottom of the hour, the last segment of this show of the 8:30. We're going to talk some more Cowboys. We're going to get some sound from Trey Lance himself, and we're going to hear from Jeremy Fowler, who believes that CD is a bigger priority from a contract standpoint than Dak Prescott. So we will delve into all of that next. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
San Antonio Sports Star. If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
The Olympic pole vaulter. Dude, I'm just going to applaud. Congratulations. What a great story. I mean, you tell your kids that story?
The commercials that he is going to get.
Like Trojan, Max?
Could be Trojan. Could
How
be
about
Max.
a glad bag?
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You've heard me talk about GiveMeTheVin.com for years, but wait till you hear what our customers said about GiveMeTheVin.com buyer Doug.
I had to sell my prized 2020 Challenger Scat Pack and needed the money for bills right away. I'd like to say this place is truly legit. Doug with Gimme the Vin called me and beat the other offers from CarMax and the local Dodge dealer. Excellent way to sell your car with no hassle and quick payment. Truly legit and honest company.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
What's wrong? My travel rewards card didn't earn enough miles for my vacation. Are you crying? Are you crying because of that other credit card? Uh-huh. Well, switch to the Capital One Venture card. Venture lets you redeem miles on any travel purchase. Really? Yep, and you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every single day. The Capital One Venture card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Starting trouble. No one likes that. We can get you set up for some stronger starts. You might just need a fresh charge, and we can take care of that free of charge. But if it is time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that'll fit your needs, starting at just $79.99. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's got to be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MVA. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
The biggest pro football contests in Vegas are back. Circus Survivor and Circa Million are now up to a record $16 million in guaranteed prizes. 2 ways to win and no rate. Circus Survivor can like one spread. Last the longest to win it all with $10 million guaranteed. In Circa Million, make 5 picks against the spread each week for your share of $6 million guaranteed through quarterly and full season payouts. Enter in Nevada. Play from anywhere. Visit circusports.com for details.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. AJ Hoffman in without Rob today. We should have a camera in there for you, Vic, so the people can see you.
Yeah, let me see.
It's not right. It's not right that it's just got me in here and not you.
Yeah.
You've done a good job today. Carrying the
There
weight.
we are.
It's just blank.
What?
Oh, there it is. All right. Yeah. There
I
you
even
go.
got my shirt on today.
Yeah. You're weird looking, man. It's a weird angle.
How's this?
Yeah, it's better. This must be it must be built for people pleasure size.
Yeah.
Like a tiny.
Yeah, this chair is kind of.
Oh, the light's good though. That's good. You just got to move the mic off to the side like this. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah. Now we're
now let me go.
Now
this
you're
way.
in the game, baby. You're in the game. Trey Lance. Okay, you got to come on. Learn
Hold
how
on,
to.
I'm coming.
You got to turn your mic off when you're whipping it around like that, so or people don't hear all the kerfuffling.
Kerfuffle?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Trey Lance is in the game, and he clearly looked and felt more comfortable yesterday than he did in week 1. Here's what they asked him after the game. What was his comfort level like compared to last week?
Yeah, definitely felt more comfortable coming out. Would have liked to start a little bit faster in the third quarter for sure. The whole entire third quarter. Left some plays out there for sure, but excited to watch the tape. Learned a lot again from it, and it was fun to compete with these guys again.
Again, it's the best thing for him to get all these reps. I like the way the Cowboys are handling this, saying, all right, Cooper Rush, go out there. You want to have some kind of reps on your backup quarterback. You want your backup quarterback to be ready to go, but you also know that Cooper Rush is your backup quarterback. You trust Cooper Rush. So why waste a bunch of time with him? Trey Lance is the unknown, so they're running him out there. And this is a guy who hasn't really played that much football. And he's basically played 2 full games in a row now. He was asked about that.
I think honestly, I mean, it had been a while since I played, close to a full game going into last week. So I was just slowing it down, being taking everything one step at a time, seeing what I need to see and nothing more. And then just being able to exude confidence in the huddle.
And to me, that confidence was the biggest difference between week one and I say week one, preseason week one and preseason week two. Like he just looked like he had a better control, better understanding of things. The big topic with the Cowboys now is CeeDee Lamb, and if you missed the show or if you missed the first hour and a half, we were talking about CeeDee Lamb, and apparently the Cowboys. It's being reported the Cowboys made an offer to CeeDee Lamb, and CeeDee Lamb pushed the paper back across the table and said, "Nah, Bubba, $33 million a year is the reported offer." CeeDee Lamb declined. And Jeremy Fowler was talking about the importance of CD versus Dak as far as getting the contracts done.
The more urgent matter right now, I would say, is that man, CeeDee Lamb. Because of the holdout, the stage is set for him to go first. That's been the feeling among the Cowboys sources I've talked to, that they're a little further along with Lamb than they are Prescott. Just hasn't gotten to the finish line yet because of that Justin Jefferson deal being $35 million per year, way ahead of the rest of the receivers. That has created a difficult dynamic. I'm told that the Cowboys believe they're in the ballpark as far as that figure. They just haven't come to it yet. You got the structure. You got what's probably going to be a 4-year deal, the guarantees. Like, there's a lot they're still hashing out right now.
And again, if there's some sort of master plan where the Cowboys don't really want to sign CeeDee Lamb because they don't plan on signing Dak, it would be a very, very, very ballsy play. But I still think that's a real possibility. Justin Jefferson, like we said, 35 a year. If he's rejecting 33, it tells me, yeah,
come on.
He wants the 35.
It's just a status. That's it.
Jerry, they asked him, you never know. You have to get together, and you have to get together on a number. I don't know a number, and he doesn't know a number. We have to get that done. We are having the same kind of talks that we've been having. I'm not worried about a target date for the contract. I'm not worried about his shape. I'm glad he's not out here risking some injury. Do you think he means that?
Nope.
I don't think so either. Nope. I think he wishes that this was just done and he wasn't talking about it.
Yeah.
But it's also a possibility that he just starts the season without a contract, which isn't unheard of.
Right.
He would just start the season, and if he plays really well, the Cowboys decide. And now CD could say the price goes up.
Oh, yeah.
I catch 4 touchdowns the first 2 weeks. Now
you have to.
Now it's 36.5 a year. Congratulations. Yeah. Price of that was preseason pricing.
Yeah. Because he has to play this last season. It's the last season of his contract.
Yeah.
So he's going to play whether there's a new contract or not, but he still has to play this one.
But they could conceivably give him an offer in the middle of the year. He could. Yeah. They could conceivably use the franchise tag on him, and then he would be forced to be here next year.
Right.
And guess what he'd make? About $32 million. That's what he would make. So, but I'm sure neither of I'm sure neither of them want to get to that. I don't know. But yeah, this is it's certainly a stressor to the Cowboys. Dak seems comfortable without a contract extension. He believes that whether he plays great, whether he plays poorly, he is going to get a bunch of money. He said, I'm free right now, as in where I am in life, what I've done here. Not what I've done here, but who I've been here. Understanding that, sure, I'm deserving of the next contract, but then again, this game is judged off of winning the Super Bowl, and I understand people's angst. Maybe their angst in me not having done that. But unlike CeeDee Lamb, Dak can't be franchised. Dak can't be traded. If Jerry doesn't pay Dak, Dak can leave.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, if these people want to move on, it's a business. But I know, as I said in the media, it's a two-way street. Things have to be right from my end as well." And he really can't lose. He's going to probably be the highest paid quarterback in the history of time, no matter what. Yeah. And if he hits the free agent market, there's going to be someone willing to pay him.
There's always someone
a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money. So I'm interested to see how this thing plays out, because while Jerry still does have some leverage in the CD, situation, because he could always franchise him, Dak kind of has him over a barrel. Dak could literally say, okay, they could come to Dak with the Jordan Love contract and say, we're going to make you, tied for the highest paid player in the league. We're going to give you $55 million a year. And Dak could say, nah, I'm good. I'm waiting for 60.
Fine. Yeah.
I'm waiting for 62. Jesus. He really could. And somebody like J4 says, that's cap. Nobody wants Dak, period. J4, you have no idea the end.
Right.
Now, somebody is going to pay Dak.
Yeah.
Somebody is 100% going to pay Dak. And they might not. Think about, look what Kirk Cousins just got.
I know.
Kirk freaking Cousins.
He sucks.
On the way, coming off an Achilles injury.
He sucks.
Yeah. Nobody wants Dak. Trust me. Yeah. Take a look around the league. Take a look at the Vegas Raiders. They're deciding between Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. Nobody wants Dak, though, huh? Yeah, I got news for you. Somebody wants Dak. And you can say not for that price, but Dak's done more than Jordan Love's done.
Yeah, that's true.
Dak's done more than Trevor Lawrence has done. And those guys got paid $55 a year. The thing is, when it comes to free agent quarterbacks, they rarely come available. Guys like Dak almost never hit outright free agency. Where, hey,
yeah, he'll have a deal somewhere.
I mean, it just does. Usually teams get something locked up before it gets to this. If you've got a high-end guy, they usually get locked up, or they'll get traded and then they'll sign an extension somewhere. But it's rare that they say, okay, the season ended. I'm not a Cowboy anymore. I can play for whatever team I want to play for. I've got 32 people who I can hear offers from. It's rare that quarterbacks of Dak's level get to that point. They just don't, because the franchise tag, there's so many things. This contract that Jerry signed is such I don't want to say an albatross, but it's such a bonehead contract that he got himself into, that he doesn't have any leverage with Dak. Dak has all the power in this deal, because
he sure does.
Because if Jerry doesn't want to give, and I say 60 million is probably the start point. And if I'm Dak, I don't know if I even take 60, because that's the starting point. What? Wow. Why shouldn't I get way more than that? Because who else are you going to get? When you look at these teams out there, there's a bunch of teams out there that would, they're probably thinking we're a quarterback away. We're this close. I mean, the Raiders are the easiest one to come up with, but there's a lot of teams that would immediately, and let's face it, if let's say Aaron Rodgers retires at the end of this year, you don't think the Jets are going to be willing to pay Dak? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And by the way, the Jets with Dak, that's a scary ass team. Now you're talking.
Yeah. Now we got some games.
There's teams out there that if you don't have a quarterback, you're useless. If you have one, you got a chance. You don't think the New Orleans Saints would love to go pay Dak Prescott?
Yep.
There are teams out there that would love to get their hands on a guy like Dak. So believe it or not, Dak is getting paid 100%.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere he'll get.
Somebody's going to give him that money. It maybe Seattle, another possibility if they don't decide not to be with Geno Smith long term. But somebody's going to say, "Yep, $60 million. Let's go. Like that. Let's lock our guy up for 4 years."
Now, even though if Dak has a crappy season, they're still going to offer him, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right?
Because
say he only gets 5 wins. If he only gets 5 wins this season,
no one cares because they know he can play. The New York Giants are the other team I didn't think about.
Yeah.
And Cowboy fan would love that, right? If Dak's playing for the Giants. But think about that. Dak in a bad year is better than Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Of course they would pay him.
That's
true. Beat it, Daniel Jones. That stinks. So when Jeremy Fowler says CeeDee Lamb should be the priority, to me the priority, if your intent is to keep them both, the priority should be Dak, because if you can't get a deal done with CD by the end of the season, you can force CD to be back next year. You can just franchise him, and he doesn't really have much of an alternative. With Dak, at the end of the year, Dak's a free man, and you let him get to that. Oh, good
luck. Right
now, it's a full blown bidding war, and you've got to outbid the Panthers and the Giants and the Raiders and every other garbage team with a garbage quarterback who needs something new. And all their fans have been bitching about Dak. Trust me.
Well, time's coming.
Giants fan bitches about Daniel Jones way more
than we bitch about Dak.
Like you don't understand. Cowboys fan doesn't understand that this isn't horrible quarterback play. Like, Dak's pretty damn good. Now, is Dak winning you a Super Bowl? I don't know. And that's why I think Jerry's in this spot where he might be willing to just let Dak walk. Because if the goal is only Super Bowl, that's all we care about.
Right.
Maybe it makes sense to move on from Dak. But if the goal is to be competitive and make a bunch of money,
keep him.
Dak will do that.
Yeah.
Dak's going to keep you competitive. And when Jerry said, Rob said this a couple weeks ago, and it's totally changed my perspective on Jerry. When Jerry said, "I'm all in," and then he said, "My definition of all in may be different from yours." I was like, what could that mean? There's only one definition of all in. But Rob said he's all in to make money. He's all in on paring this roster down, starting over, and getting out of the Dak business. All in doesn't necessarily mean I'm all in for this team to win this year. Right. It means I'm all in on the changes I'm going to make. And that's a real possibility. I don't know if that's true, but it wouldn't shock me at this point.
That makes sense.
I mean, there's clearly there's a strong vocal part of this fan base that wants out of the Dak business. They are over it. And I don't know that the Dak lovers are enough to outweigh that.
And how many years was Dak with the Cowboys now?
It's been 8.
Been that long?
I think 8. 8 sounds about right. Yeah.
8 years of maybe next year. Maybe next year. Maybe next year.
Yep.
Man.
J4 says, remember Tom Brady always taking less money so he can have a team. Guess what though, J4? Like they had Dak for super cheap his first contract.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do anything with it. Like at some point, got to get that money. You got a short career. I mean, Tom Brady was always going to get he was going to get his money. But no, I don't believe guys should be I wouldn't take less money if I was Dak. No way. You're in your prime. This is your time to get paid. These guys that get the big mega first year contracts, like the rookie contracts, those days are gone. Like the Sam Bradford contract, where it's just like Jamarcus Russell. All you got to do is show up, and you're like you're set for life if you play your cards right. Now Jamarcus Russell didn't play his cards right, but if you do, you've got enough money to last. Now you're playing for your second and third contracts, and especially Dak's first deal, he got nothing. That's like Brock Purdy. You think Brock Purdy, who's basically playing for he's paying for like $20 an hour right now. That's what he's playing for these days, is like $20 an hour. Do you think when his deal comes up that Brock Purdy's going to take a team-friendly deal? Hell no. He's got to get paid. And Dak's got to get paid, man. I can't say that I blame him, but this is a situation where if you let Dak walk away, you are basically saying we are starting all the way over, because there's not another quarterback. I mean, the truth is they've got 3 quarterbacks. All of them are free agents at the end of the year.
Yeah.
They don't have any quarterback under contract for next season. So what that basically means, you're bringing in a rookie, because the best free agent quarterback besides Dak next season is like Jimmy Garoppolo.
And what about Kaepernick? I heard something over the weekend. They're offering him like a coaching job or something.
They talked to him about that, but I guess he did offer him it, but
he's done, right? Like there's no more.
Dude, he still thinks he wants to play.
Yeah, like he's still. I remember hearing that he's still training. He's still getting ready in case he gets the call.
Yeah,
who would call him though?
No one. No one's gonna call
him.
Yeah. But Jim Harbaugh gave him a coaching offer.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But I don't think it was for this year.
What, for 5 years from now, when the other coach?
Right, he's like, my coaching staff is set. You don't want to make a change like right before the season starts.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Colin Kaepernick can coach. Now Jim Harbaugh knows Colin Kaepernick really well. He played for him. But so he said that, I always thought of him as a coach, but
I don't know.
This guy says everybody wants to be paid the most, but nobody's winning championships like Mahomes. Make it make sense. It's hard to make it make sense. But the problem is nobody's better than Mahomes. And until somebody is like,
until somebody else does a behind the back pass.
It's not a fair measuring stick. Yeah. It's like it's crazy that because of Tom Brady, if Tom Brady didn't exist, Peyton Manning would be the greatest quarterback who's ever played. Almost everybody would agree.
Oh yeah.
And because and Peyton Manning was a better regular season quarterback than Tom Brady. But because Tom Brady would beat him in the playoffs, Peyton Manning goes down as like, he was good. Peyton Manning was literally probably the best. Like, God made Peyton Manning to be a quarterback. That's
all the Mannings.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well,
but let's just stick with Peyton. You can have Cooper.
Okay.
All right. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the UFC 305 that took place this weekend. And Cain Velasquez, former UFC heavyweight champion, he's in the news. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare, don't miss this public service announcement from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. If you really want out of your timeshare, hang the phone up immediately or throw that mail piece in the trash and contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance with your timeshare. As the only Inc. 500 timeshare cancellation company, our knowledge, experience, and results has made Wesley a trusted resource for over 40,000 families we've helped get out of their timeshare. Give us a call and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about your timeshare and all of your options for cancellation.
Call for your free info kit, 800-280-2288. That's 800-280-2288. 800-280-2288.
We all expect our home to protect everything we love. But we don't expect that water is the reason parts of our concrete have gotten so uneven. Walkway tripping hazards, sinking pool deck, cracked driveways are dangerous threats to everyone's safety. But there's one way to learn how your concrete can be lifted. A free home inspection from Foundation Support Specialists. They'll restore your concrete and give you peace of mind. Get your free inspection at FoundationSupportSpecialists.com.
Hey you, I knew I'd find you back in the same aisle. What are you looking for today? More fiber, more laxatives, more of the same ways to manage your constipation? Look, if your constipation with belly pain keeps coming back, you may have irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. Ask your doctor how Linzess can help you get ahead of it.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Meet Cheryl. Hey, she's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's got to be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
You go into your shower feeling, but as soon as you reach for the Irish Spring, your day immediately gets better. Fresh, unmistakable Irish Spring scent zings your brain and awakens your senses. So when you finally emerge from the shower, 37 minutes later, because you pay the water bill so you can stay in there as long as you want, you're ready to take on the day and smell great doing it. Irish Spring Body Wash and Bar Soap. Fresh, green, Irish. Shop now at Walmart.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
The Australian Pink Floyd Show. First Class Traveling Set World Tour 2024. August 22nd, Boeing Center at Techport. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. The Australian Pink Floyd Show.
Football season is finally here, friends, and it's time to jump into the Prize Picks play. It's America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. Heck, there's over 5 million active users. I'm one of them. You should jump in today. Use your fantasy knowledge to go win some serious money. Know your players' stats. You've been playing them before. Put them to work. Is Zeke going to get 90 yards? Is Stephon Diggs going to get over 100? Play your game. Pick your more. Pick your less, but go pick them. That's Prize Picks. Go play them today. It's easy. Use the code Alamo. Download the app, and you've got $100 just waiting for you. That's code Alamo on the Prize Picks for a deposit match of up to $100. Prize Picks, run your game. Head over to Prize Picks right now and use that knowledge. If it's football season, Prize Picks is the place to be. It's the best way to win real money this football season. It's Prize Picks. Go download it today. Alamo for $100. There's money waiting on it. Use your knowledge. Go win some more with the code Alamo and Prize Picks. And tell them Rob sent you.
San Antonio's Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
The Dallas Cowboys got their first win of the preseason, beating the Las Vegas Raiders 27-12. The Houston Texans improved to 2-1 with a 28-10 win over the New York Giants. At the Little League World Series, Bernie returns to action tonight as Southwest will take on Southeast with the first pitch set for 6. I'm Vic Brown with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. We've made it.
Yeah.
Hour number 4 I don't know if I've got enough for a power hour in me. Man.
You should call Rob.
No, he's sleeping. We gotta make sure he feels better. His little boo boo hurts. Red Roddy said, "Good morning. First day of school. Dropped off the kid. Now enjoying an adult beverage. Oh, 9 a.m. adult beverage. Good for you.
Puro San Antonio.
That is, yeah, that is. I'm of the age where if I day drink, I'm napping. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't be. I can't be up late if I start
my whole
drinking
day will be
early.
ruined if I do that. Yeah.
It just throws me off all the way. Like, I don't. Who knows how I'll react to the casino? The good thing is, like, the casinos in Louisiana aren't quite the same as the casinos in Vegas. Like, where you can go to the casino in Vegas anytime, and it always feels like it's the same time. Like it's.
Oh yeah, they don't have clocks around. No,
No,
nothing.
no.
Mm-mm.
And they don't really have them in Louisiana either. But they're like, there's waves of people. Like, there's big waves. Like around 6 o'clock, and then around midnight it's going to die down.
Oh,
and then around 10 a.m. there's so you can kind of time it off that. Whereas
Yeah.
at Vegas, it's like
The next shift comes.
you go
in.
at if you're at the MGM, there's full tables sometimes at 3 in the
3
morning.
in the morning. Yeah, you can't tell.
Yeah,
that's the scary part. Yeah.
So
I'll lose so much,
especially
money
on
if I
like
go.
fight weekends. Oh, it's all damn night they're partying. But yeah, I'm curious. I am going to win at least $1 million. I'm excited about that.
Nice.
I'm excited about that. One time, my mom and I went to the casino, and I made enough money to not quite buy a new truck,
right?
But to
enough to put a good down payment.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So every once in a while you hit that jackpot, baby.
Well, remember the little people.
Yeah. Well, I'll wave at you. I'll wave at you from my mansion on high.
Yeah.
You know what? How about this, Vic?
Talk to me.
How much is a black market kidney? What's it run?
Around 45, 50 grand.
Oh, okay. If I win 2 million, I'll try and get you a kidney.
Oh man, that'd be great.
1 million.
Yeah, that's perfect.
1 million, I don't know.
No, I'll be all right. Yeah, I'll wait
Uncle
till
Sam's gonna take his.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they'll take a good chunk of it too.
Yeah. But could I go to prison if I bought you a kidney?
Maybe not. Maybe you have to do it in another country, but we can do it.
Would you take like a Dominican kidney?
If it's a match, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Kidney's a kidney.
Would you take a Chinese kidney?
Yep.
Would you take a Russian kidney?
Yes.
Oh, come on, man. You're a traitor.
Hey, they're putting pig kidneys in people now.
Would you take a pig kidney?
If it came down to it, yeah, probably.
Yeah. How about this? If I make $1 million, I'm buying you a pig kidney.
Okay.
We'll do it.
Yeah. We'll just have it on standby for when I'm ready, or if I need it, then
when you're ready. No, do it now.
No, my kidney's good now, but this one's going away.
Wouldn't it be better if you had two?
It would probably.
Do you think the pig kidney and the person kidney could work in unison?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Well,
I'm assuming.
I guess
so.
we'll cross that bridge when we get there, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question. But I was always doubtful of the pig kidney, but
apparently
it works.
You got to take a chance at some point.
Yeah.
UFC 305 was this weekend, and it's some solid fights, I would say, on the main card at least. We saw a Carlos Praches get a knockout over Li Jinliang, who'd never been knocked out in his life, got knocked out dead. We saw a really good fight between Matus Gamrot and Dan Hooker, split decision. We saw Tai Tuivasa almost steal a split decision because of hometown judging. And then in the co-main event, Kai Kara France knocked out Steve Erceg in the first round. And in the main event, Dricus du Plessis against Israel Adesanya and got a 4th round submission win, rear naked choke. 2 of the scorecards had Dricus up 29-28. One of them had Israel up 29-28 going in to that 4th round. So a close fight, but Dricus du Plessis gets the job done. And now it looks like he's going to end up facing Sean Strickland in his next match. And at least that's what Sean Strickland is hoping as well. But that's not the biggest UFC news of the weekend for me.
What is?
Former UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Cain Velasquez, has pleaded no contest to attempted murder. Are you familiar with his story?
Talk to me.
Cain Velasquez shot a man in 2022. And it was a man accused of molesting one of his young relatives.
Okay.
So this is in California. Cain Velasquez was scheduled to go on trial next month, and pleaded no contest to this. He is still facing prison time. The sentencing date, we still don't know what the sentencing date is, but the man charged with molesting a male relative of Cain Velasquez, a 4-year-old kid, is the adult son of the woman who was running the daycare that the kid was at.
What?
So I think this was his nephew, Cain's nephew.
Yeah, it had to be. Yeah.
I know they don't want to. I mean,
Yeah, they don't want to say it.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know for sure. I'm saying let's just say that because it's for simplicity's sake.
Yeah.
So his 4-year-old nephew stays at this daycare. The lady who runs the daycare has an adult son. The adult son molests the boy. The scariest man on the planet finds out about it, and he maybe he's just going to whoop my ass. No, he's going to try to shoot you with a gun. Cain Velasquez got into a high-speed chase with the guy, fired a handgun multiple times at the truck that was carrying the guy and 2 other people. He shot and wounded the stepfather of the accused molester. And on top of that, the shooting took place in a school zone, like so at an elementary school, basically.
Great. Man, that's a bad day for everybody there.
No one's happy at this.
Yeah.
I can't say that I blame him. Like, it's one of those things like, well, when I don't know if you get this in your social media feed now. I get it all the time. There's like there's just videos that call pedophiles getting beat up, and it's just pedophile like dudes who are trying to meet up with kids, and dudes with cameras just like
they just ransack them and
busting them, like saying, "Hey, why are you trying to meet this kid?"
Yeah.
And then they end up beating up these pedos. I'm kind of like, well, all right.
Well,
and
what else is going on?
Like if you tell me, oh, this guy molested your 4-year-old nephew, you shot him.
There you go. All right,
that's what he gets.
There you go. Next.
But we'll see what again. This is attempted murder, is what they're calling it. My guess is he's going to serve real prison time, although
good luck with that.
I'm guessing there's some sort of deal in place where there's an agreement on, hey, at a minimum, this is or at a maximum, this is the worst that can happen to you.
Right.
It says here, Velasquez entered his plea to felony assault and other gun charges as part of a negotiated agreement with the prosecutor's office. So there you go. But we'll see exactly how much time he gets.
Yeah.
Again, can't say I feel bad for the guy.
I don't either. Yeah. No.
You get what you get.
It is what it is, and you just got to deal with it.
And I haven't heard anything like. I know the man that he shot at is now charged, but no word on when that's gonna.
Oh, probably another year from now.
Yeah.
Everybody will forget that it happened.
Yeah. And mind you, gun charges aren't like they are in Texas, like.
Oh yeah. Here it's
Everybody's got guns. In California, you're not supposed to have guns. I think like probably I still feel like probably Chicago is the worst place to have guns. Like they cracked down on that pretty hardcore. But it's California's right up there for sure. But we'll see. I'm a Cain Velasquez guy. I'm backing my boy Cain.
Okay.
Saying, hey, free Cain. And he definitely shouldn't be locked up until the pedo's locked up.
Right. That makes more sense to have the pedo locked up instead.
Yeah. I like attempted murderers way more than pedophiles. That's just my personal opinion. Though.
Yeah.
That's my personal
like
opinion.
over a pedophile.
Ren says pedos is part of your algorithm. My targeted videos are redheads and salsa videos. You got to understand though, it's pedos getting beat up.
Yeah.
I like to see that. Maybe you don't, Ren. How old are these girls in your salsa videos? How old are these redhead girls?
I know, right?
So maybe we need to check on your algorithm.
Look him up. Yeah.
See? How dare you? How dare you? All right. It's that time of the show. I've teased this a couple times today.
Okay.
It's time to pay it off. When we come back, I'm going to tell you about a former NFL player peeing on someone on an airplane. It's the story we've all been waiting for. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Monday on the Blitz, the Cowboys have a preseason game against the Raiders. The big news is going to be, how does Trey Lance look? We'll react to his performance.
Yeah, what improvements did we see from 1 week to the next? Plus that Cowboys run game, is it starting to get going? We'll also talk some start.
It's with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Attention Roadrunner fans, get ready for an electrifying season of UTSA football. Season tickets are on sale now, starting at just $90. That's right, for only $90 you can catch all the action, all the touchdowns, and all the excitement at the Alamo Dome. Bring your family, bring your friends, and join the fun as we cheer on our UTSA Roadrunners to victory. Don't miss out on the best deal in town. Get your season tickets today and be a part of the Roadrunner family. Visit GoUTSA.com to secure your seats now. UTSA football, it's more than a game, it's an experience. Go Runners!
When you are just craving something salty and packs a crunch, Southern Recipe Pork Rinds is your crunch time decision. Game day just got a whole lot crunchier thanks to the powerhouse snack, Southern Recipe Pork Rinds. We're talking about crispy, golden bites of pure awesomeness. Pork rinds are your MVP snack. And get this, they're low carb and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. Don't settle for ordinary on game day. Grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe Pork Rinds at H-E-B today.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
I don't feel so good.
You do feel hot. Dayquil Kids will take care of that fever.
What about my cough?
Dayquil Kids has that covered.
Will it make my throat feel better?
Yes, that too.
But will it taste good?
Yep, Dayquil Kids comes in your favorite flavor.
Purple?
Well, yes, it's grape.
Try new Dayquil Kids Plus Fever, the daytime coughing, aching, sore throat fever just for kids medicine. Safe for kids 6+. Use as directed.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health San Antonio will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 210-615-7777. That's 210-615-7777. Or visit revivemenshealth.com.
They say to make yourself indispensable at work, so I developed a digital catering solution that only I can operate. Okay, it's actually easycater.com.
David!
They love me, because I, the director of catering logistics, not a real job, use EasyCater to get catering from all our favorite restaurants. Tight budget? No problem. Need vegetarian options? Gluten-free? Check and check.
D-Man, you crushed lunch today.
It was easy. EasyCater.
EasyCater is your all-in-one tech platform for ordering food for work. Start your order at easycater.com.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards that zero-turn lawnmower you've always wanted. And after using its head-shaping technology to meticulously sculpt the face of the Mona Lisa into your grass, you'll become the undisputed king of Saturday morning lawn care, leaving your neighbor and sworn enemy Gary to question his place in the delicate neighborhood ecosystem. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
That truck over there that I'm looking at is just incredible. It's like a Jeep or tank and a deer blind all in one.
It's on some sort of lift. So I think it'd be really cool as hell to drive around like that around 410.
I don't know why when I look at that thing, I get a Beverly Hillbillies thing going on. Granny in the top there.
You're an idiot.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports. Gosder Sherilis, former first round NFL draft pick. He was the first round pick of the Lions in the 2008 NFL draft. And he was on a flight to Dublin, headed to Dublin from Logan Airport in Boston. So Boston to Ireland. Not sure what he's doing in Ireland. It's weird. It had to turn around and come back to Boston because there was unruly behavior on the flight. And Delta has zero tolerance for unlawful behavior and will cooperate with law enforcement to that end. We apologize to our customers for the delay in travel. Gosder Sherilis, who was a very, very large man, or at least he was at the time. I don't know what he looks like now, but he used to be a very large man, urinated on another passenger. It says passengers impacted by this incident have been rebooked onto a new flight that departed for Dublin on Sunday night and will arrive on Monday. Because you don't want to show up smelling like somebody else's pee, you know?
Yeah, much less just pee itself. But come on.
Well,
come on.
You know, if you get your own pee on you, that's bad.
That's different.
But someone else's pee,
yeah,
that's way grosser. You know what movie that's from?
No.
No,
dang it.
I wonder if Rob would have known this one. Bulletproof with Adam Sandler and Damon Wayans.
Oh,
and
man, I haven't seen that in a minute.
Adam Sandler's peeing, and he's like he's a criminal, so he's chained up, and like he's peeing in the woods, and Damon Wayans yanks on his his chain, and he's like, "I got piss on me." And he's like, when you fall asleep, he's like, "I'm gonna pee on you. I'm gonna have animals pee on you, because me having my own pee on me, that's gross. But somebody else's pee, oh, that's way grosser." Which is true. It is true.
It is true.
17th overall pick. His career, he spent 5 seasons with the Lions, and he played 2 with the Colts and 2 for the Buccaneers. But 132 games before retiring in 2016. He's 40 years old. And I don't know what brought this on. He is his Instagram bio. Look this up. Bastion Companies. Bastion. It says he's the CEO of Bastion Companies and is also the founder of Gosder Shirless Foundation, obviously. What's Bastion Companies look like? Looks like some sort of website optimization thing.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, nothing's happening. Let's go back.
It's never good when you're a website optimizing company and your website doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. You saw that, right?
I did see that. That's not good. Like you.
Yeah, look, it's blank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like, man, maybe this guy's got like a big time gig, but maybe it's like it's almost looks like a shell company. Like that's not a real job.
Yeah.
That's just something you put on your business card. It's like oh yeah, there's a bunch of page not found.
Look,
every link. Yeah.
Look at that, man.
That's a
wow.
Yeah. So he works for a made up company.
Yep.
Okay.
It's fake. Well, there you go.
I was wondering like why, like if this guy's like a serious businessman, why is he going around peeing on people? There's no word if he was wasted or what. I mean, he was arrested, right? But you can't just say like this is a bad reporting job. You can't just tell me that a former NFL player got arrested for peeing someone on a plane
just out of nowhere.
And there's no explanation. Like, was
he drunk?
What did this guy do to deserve getting peed on?
Right. Was there an altercation? Was he drunk? Was there any
because
drugs involved? You never know.
I'm trying to think if I don't think there's any reason I would ever pee on someone on a plane. Like there would have to be a
yeah,
great,
on a plane, right?
There would have to be great dishonor. Great dishonor.
The way things are now, remotely something like that on a
No
plane.
way.
Nope.
And me, I'm a big person. I don't even like to go in the bathroom. I don't want to the bathroom's tiny. Like it's hard to pee in there. So I get the idea of like, oh, it'd be nice to pee in an open space, but that's where other people are.
Yeah, I can't do that.
The guy might have reclined on him. That's true. So what's
yeah, maybe.
Let's see how big Gosder Shirless is, because now, but that's the other thing. I would like to imagine he's 6'7".
Jeez,
he has to be flying first class.
Well, yeah, he doesn't fit anywhere.
Well,
you
do get free booze in first class.
Okay.
Well, it's starting to add up. But usually, man, when you're in first class, things are going so well for you. Like
you're not even messing.
What's going to make
Coke.
you so mad that that you're going to pee on someone? I just don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, unless he's got a jellyfish on him.
You know what? That might have been the case. It's possible.
It's
possible that he thought the victim was stung by a jellyfish.
Yeah. Even though you're not supposed to pee on him, but that's what everybody does anyway.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Don't do that. It's a myth.
Yes.
It's an urban legend. It doesn't help. You're supposed to put ice cream on it. Takes away the sting. Yeah, so we'll update you as reports come in on that. From former Lion Gosder Shirless to now a Detroit high school football coach. Mumford High School has hired Connor Stallions as their defensive coordinator. The sign stealer from the University of Michigan.
The sign stealer.
Yeah, the guy who's caused all the trouble, made Jim Harbaugh leave.
The big old mess.
What a mess. Well, now this school, Mumford High School in Detroit, is coming off back-to-back one-win seasons. That ain't good. You want to win more. Now, it's better than my dad's high school football team. My dad, 4 years of high school football, 0 wins in 4 years. Didn't win a single freaking game. Not one. And my dad played, like he went on to play college football. I don't know how he ended up playing college football because I would imagine a scout wouldn't even look twice at anybody who was on a team that lost
didn't win.
0. I think they were like 0-41 the whole time he was in high school.
They had the same coach too, right?
I think so.
Wow.
But this team, they're losing. They're only winning one game per year. But what do they say? Let's go out and get the most hated man in college football right now. Guy brought down Michigan football.
Yeah, let's go get him.
They haven't had a winning season since 2019. They are the Mustangs. Listen, I'm guessing if you are good enough to get a defensive coordinator job at Michigan, or I guess he wasn't the DC at Michigan, was he? He was just like I don't know. I don't know what he is. He was like I guess he was just like an assistant. He wasn't like the defensive coordinator. So I don't even know if the guy's good. He might have a cousin or an uncle who gave a bunch of money to Michigan. That's why he had a gig.
Yeah.
Especially he had a patsy job to go like get himself in trouble for sign stealing.
Still amazing, the sign stealer.
Yeah. I bet he did. I bet he's not a real football coach.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But yeah, Jim Harbaugh. He's the reason Jim Harbaugh is suspended for 3 games.
Right?
And so if he ever goes back to the Big Ten, he's gonna have to sit 3 games out.
Man, that's gonna hurt.
It's gonna be real painful.
That's gonna hurt.
Actually, he got suspended last year too. So yeah, Jim Harbaugh just lived in a perpetual suspension. This Sharon Moore, the new head coach, he might have a penalty too now because of this thing. The stories all act like it's only this Connor Stallion's fault. Listen, this guy's not he's not flying around to watch other teams play like just on his own, like to try and get ahead of the game. No, they told him to go do it. So it's not all his fault. The guy's just a dummy. But now he's a dummy with a defensive coordinator job. So congratulations to him. All right, friends. It's come to that part of the show. We are going to come back and do the daily lines. And I've got several non-sports related stories that we've got to jump into before we get to the daily line. So we'll do that next. It is the Robless version of the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
San Antonio Sports Star. Cowboys! South Texas home for the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Saturday afternoon at 3. After wrapping training camp at the Star in Frisco, the Cowboys take on the Los Angeles Chargers at Jerry World in Arlington for their final preseason game. Pre-game starts at 2 p.m. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds and Ewald Kubota. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
What if you could build a 6-figure retirement income with almost half the money saved? You heard that right. Get a discount on your retirement, creating a 6-figure income with 40% less than traditional 401ks and mutual funds. Hi, I'm Brett Kitchen, best-selling author, executive producer, and star in a brand new Hollywood documentary called The Retirement Deception. In this film, we traveled over 20,000 miles interviewing real Americans who've retired successfully with a great lifestyle and peace of mind. They share their stories on how they get more retirement income with the same dollar saved, and the money's never at risk if the market crashes. That's right. If the market crashes 30%, you lose nothing. Even the super wealthy are shifting money to this new strategy because it increases their retirement income or can allow them to stop working years sooner. So if you're over 50 and want a bigger, better retirement with less money saved, call to talk to a specialist and get a free copy of this brand new movie at 800-486-9595. This is a $30 value, but when you call today, you can get it completely free. I'll even cover shipping and handling, no credit card required. Call right now, 1-800-486-9595. That's 1-800-486-9595. Again, that's 1-800-486-9595.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ziprecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ziprecruiter.com/free.
Hey everybody, it's Joe Reinagel from The Blitz. I cannot tell you how happy I am with my brand new Connecticut quality water softener. Had it in my house now for about 2 weeks, and the difference it is making is just unbelievable. You know, Connecticut's been serving San Antonio for over 50 years. Their products are made in America, and you live in San Antonio in South Texas, a water softener, it's a must. And Connecticut is the absolute best, up to 80% more efficient than competing models. Simple design, fewer moving parts, and in fact, you don't plug it in. No plug-in at all. It does not run on electricity. It only works when you need it to work. And right now, if you've been thinking about a Connecticut quality water softener in your home, Connecticut is going to let you try one for 90 days, absolutely free with no contract. All you have to do is give them a call, 656-PURE, 656-7873, or ConnecticutSA.com.
Train heating and cooling systems are tested, retested, engineered, and re-engineered to keep up with you. We run together. Visit traininfo.com to find your local independent train dealer. Traininfo.com. It's hard to stop a train.
Have you or a family member been arrested? The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, can help regardless of the legal battle you are facing, personal injury or criminal defense. Attorney Jesse Hernandez and his team are ready to fight for you. Calls are answered 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. Call 210-807-8656 or visit jessehernandezlaw.com. That's 210-807-8656 or jessehernandezlaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla.
This is Joe Reinagel. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hell yeah, Bubba. Wrapping it up on a Monday. No breakfast tacos today. No breakfast taco. Who's the new guy? That's Vic. He's not new.
Yeah, I've been here a minute. I talked to my wife earlier. She wanted to know if we wanted tacos, and I was like, I'm not feeling it today. Plus, I had too many cookies yesterday.
You had cookies, yeah.
And you had your cookies there, and
I haven't eaten them. I don't really eat bread. I brought them for Rob because Rob. I like to share. I make too many cookies. I can't eat all of them.
Right.
But I like to cook
that
them.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So I brought some for the crew. But Rob's not even here. So he phoned it in. I'm
Guess
sick.
we'll bring him chicken soup tomorrow if he shows up, but I don't want him here sick.
I don't want him here sick either. At least you have a glass between you.
Oh yeah, that's true. Unless you want to sit over here and do it.
That's what I might do that. You'll have to sit in here.
Yeah. No, I'll be right here. Here, you can use this mic here.
Okay.
And I'll run it from here.
And we'll see.
Leave Rob in there.
We'll see. A Florida man, a doctor, was not wearing his hearing aids while he was working. And you might think, well, okay, big deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was
hearing aids or hearing protection?
Hearing aids.
Okay.
He's hard of hearing.
Okay.
And is supposed to use hearing aids. And he didn't wear them during this procedure. And the procedure was a colonoscopy. And the reason why it matters that he wasn't wearing his hearing aids is apparently he could not hear his patient screaming in pain during the colonoscopy.
Oh my God. No.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Dr. Ishwari Prasad was placed on probation after 2 colonoscopy procedures went wrong under his care. In one instance, he improperly delegated tasks to a surgical tech.
Aren't you asleep for that anyway?
I thought so.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
You're supposed to be you're supposed to at least here.
This is like, it's Florida. I bet it's like at the discount colonoscopy center.
Jeez.
Only in Florida.
Only in Florida. Yeah. No.
So in the first one, he had a surgical tech who did not have a medical license, but the doctor just said, "Hey, I need you to go ahead and handle this part of it. Scope insertion, scope manipulation, and removing polyps or tissue." Some dude without a medical license
was doing all of that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And he is apparently, it says Prasad is hearing, like, not just hard of hearing. He's like, he's deaf. He's like
He's basically deaf. Yeah.
He's hearing impaired and uses hearing aids in compliance with what the complaint calls the minimum prevailing professional standard of care to allow him to hear and communicate during procedures. And he was basically unable to tell that this guy was screaming in pain. It says the patient was not yet fully sedated.
See?
And Prasad began inserting the scope prematurely. He said he did not immediately stop the procedure when it became apparent that the patient was not fully sedated because he couldn't hear the yells. This is terrible.
That's awful, man.
It says
You wouldn't want that to happen to you at all. No way.
The order says that Prasad continued to insert the scope despite being told to wait and began to thrust the scope into the patient while the patient shouted in pain. The patient yelled and shouted he was in pain and he could still feel everything. And he continued to move the scope.
That's bad.
Yeah, and then a hospital administrator leaned over the patient and said that he said, "I know," and he continued to manipulate the scope.
Oh my God! Yeah, he needs to go.
He's on probation. He has to pay a fine of $7,500 and an additional $6,300 in court costs, and has to take a 5-hour course on continuing medical education in laws, rules, and ethics.
You're kidding. That's all he got?
I'm just telling you.
Wow.
No word yet if everything checked out with the dude.
Right.
But that's why I haven't gotten my colonoscopy yet.
I got mine over with a while back.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, you're of the age. I'm not actually of the age. In another story of medical malpractice, imagine this. Dude goes into the hospital. He's got a brain bleed. They've got to temporarily, so when something like that happens, they have to temporarily like remove a piece of your skull so they can get to the brain.
Correct.
And then they're going to, replace it and infuse it back into place.
Oh no, what?
They do the surgery and they're like, "Hey, where's that piece of skull?" They lost the chunk of his skull that they took out.
What?
Yeah. Doctors removed a 4.5 inch by 5.5 inch piece of skull to reduce pressure on the brain, and then lost it.
But is it on? Did it fall on the floor? Or
No. So the way it works is he was going to have to come in later and have another surgery.
Okay.
But so he healed from the original surgery, and it's like, okay, I'm back to having my skull put back together.
They couldn't find it.
And they were like, we don't have that skull anymore.
What did they put a metal plate?
It says when they went to retrieve the bone flap, there were several bone flaps with incomplete or missing patient identification. They could not be certain which, if any of these, belonged to the patient.
Is this in Florida?
The
colonoscopy nightmare?
It's in Georgia.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as it's not in Texas, we're good.
It's pretty close to Florida, though. I mean, it's funny. It says he, according to the complaint, they said they couldn't find it, and the surgery would have to be they would have to cancel it until they can make a synthetic flap.
Right.
The funny part is he underwent surgery to have the synthetic bone flap implanted, and they charged him for the cost of the implant.
What? I wouldn't have paid nothing.
And
you lost it.
And the extra time he had to stay in the hospital.
Wow. And of course, insurance didn't cover anything.
And then it got infected, and they had to have another surgery.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The medical expenses totaled more than $146,800. That amount includes $19,000 for the synthetic skull implant.
19 grand for that. You're kidding.
I could have made one for way cheaper.
Oh, yeah. With a hot glue gun or something.
Yeah. I would have just used a piece of phone case. Something like because
something that's real durable,
like a otter box.
Yeah,
that's built to hold up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's waterproof. That's good. Go. You put whatever phone cases are made out of, that's what you put there.
Yeah, it's got a good impact ratio.
Yeah. And I would just cut it to fit.
There you go.
Easy peasy.
Problem solved.
Problem solved, Bubba.
Yeah.
And finally, in one more piece of non-sports related news, a man from Virginia went to Yellowstone National Park while he was near Old Faithful. According to documents, Alan Bowling attempted to buy beer at the Old Faithful General Store around 4:45 p.m. on Saturday. Court documents say that his credit cards were declined, prompting him to leave the general store and get into a Yellowstone Park Services station heavy wrecker. So basically like a giant tow truck.
Oh, okay.
It was reported as being seen near the Old Faithful Lodge before going the wrong way on a one-way road, driving off the roadway, and then coming to rest near the post office and ranger station. He was pursued on foot by rangers, eventually stopped and detained at gunpoint. He told rangers, "I needed the truck to get to the United States Marshals headquarters." Shockingly, the documents say that he smelled strongly of alcohol, and he reportedly refused to participate in sobriety testing, which probably a good call. A follow-up investigation found that the heavy wrecker came to a stop 183 feet from the roadway, driving through and damaging a large wooden fence that is property of the federal government. Faces 9 charges, including DUI, destruction of federal property, and disorderly conduct. He's probably going to get off the DUI charge because he didn't give his breath or blood or anything.
Right. Yeah.
But he did steal a government truck and then run into a government fence with it. That's probably a bad call. All right, let's get into it. It's time for the Daily Lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the Daily Lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
Major League Baseball. First game of the day, and there's no starting pitcher announced. The Diamondbacks are at the Marlins. The Marlins are absolutely dreadful. Diamondbacks minus 205 favorites. I say it doesn't even matter who pitches. We don't care. They're better than the Marlins. Toronto Blue Jays host the Reds. Blue Jays minus 170 with Kevin Gossman on the hill. The Orioles at the Mets. Orioles, Trevor Rogers goes for them. David Peterson going for the Mets, minus 140 are those New York Metropolitans. The Pirates are at the Rangers. Luis Ortiz going for the Pirates. No announced starter for the Rangers yet. Rangers minus 125. I saw a story today about Paul Skeens and how they may have even more reason to shut him down because if he finishes top 2 in the Rookie of the Year voting,
Right.
they lose a year of eligibility for him. Like they lose a year of his contract. So like he would be a free agent 1 year sooner. And Pittsburgh, they don't spend money. So that means 1 year sooner he's going to go play for the Mets or the Yankees or the Red Sox or the Cubs or the Dodgers, one of those teams. So it would almost make sense to just not let him pitch anymore and then hope that, nobody votes for the dude.
Jeez.
But yeah,
he's a good pitcher though.
He's good, but they're not. Yeah. I mean, they're not making the playoffs anyway. Might as well, rest him up. The Astros, the hottest team in baseball, believe it or not. Remember we were panicking about the Astros at the start of the season. Astros looked like garbage. Well, the Astros have won 9 of their last 10. They are up to now a 4-game lead in the AL West over the Mariners. They are 11 games up on the Rangers. The Rangers are a corpse at this point. They're dead in the water. They're not making the playoffs. They're screwed. But the Astros send Yusei Kikuchi. I say Kakachi. You say Kikuchi. You say vagina. Is that right? Am I right about that? Yeah, I thought that's right. I thought that's what you call it.
Yeah.
He's minus 135 against Tanner Houck and the Red Sox, plus 114. Seth Lugo for the Royals, minus 200. Boy, I don't know if I want to lay 2-1 on the Royals.
I don't know.
They are hosting the Angels. Carson Fulmer going for the Angels. The Rays are at Oakland. Taj Bradley and the Rays minus 125 favorites against Joe Boyle. Our new best friend, Zebby Matthews, pitching for Minnesota. They're at San Diego. Michael King going for the Padres. San Diego minus 160. The Chicago White Sox send Jonathan Cannon to the mound. He'll take on Giants minus 235. Massive favorites there. The Mariners at the Dodgers. Gavin Stone throwing for the Dodgers. He is filling in for Tyler Glasnow, who hit the IL over the weekend. Brian Wu going for the Mariners. Gavin Stone minus 134. I think I like the Mariners. I think Gavin Stone's not very good. He just plays for the Dodgers. So people say, well, they're like, they should be favored.
Yeah.
He ain't good. So feels like getting the dog price going against him might be appealing. So that would be my look there. In the Ladies Basketball Association, the LBA/WNBA, they call it now. I guess we're off today. No games today. 2 games tomorrow. Seattle Storm at the Mystics. The Mystics suck. Seattle's a 7-point favorite. Oh, I need to get on this now. New York Liberty minus 14 hosting the Dallas Wings. The Liberty are beating everybody by like 30 points.
Yeah.
I think they've got 7 wins this season of 30 or more points. And Dallas is garbage too. They're going to beat the hell out of that team. The big conversation now is who's going to win the Rookie of the Year between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And odds slightly favoring Caitlin Clark right now.
I was going to say, yeah.
But the fact that it's even a race should tell you something.
Yeah. Well, they're both good, but yeah.
Are they?
At that level, maybe. At their level.
They're the best is what they are.
Yeah.
They're the best around. At least that's what the media would have you
think. Yeah. That's what they're feeding you.
Asia Wilson's actually the best. She's defending MVP, best in the whole wide world. But, no big deal. Let's not talk about her. Let's talk about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark.
Does she have her own shoes by now? I think she does.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Do you think they're high heels? She's a lady.
High heel Nike basketball shoes.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That is it for the daily lines. One more story since we got a minute.
Yeah.
Eric Adams, he confused India with Pakistan while speaking at an event commemorating Indian independence. He was at the Independence Day parade in Queens, the Indian Independence Day, where he mistakenly referenced Pakistan multiple times. So I thank you for allowing me to come here. I've known this community for so long, from Little Pakistan in Queens, Little Pakistan in Brooklyn. You are a major foundation of our entire city. Earlier in the speak, he also said Pakistani officers when giving a shout out to the law enforcement community that was on hand. He went back out on the stage and apologized and made it clear that he was proud to be there to celebrate India's independence. Like, you kind of got one job. You show up at the, you don't show up at little Timmy's birthday party and say, "Happy birthday, Bobby."
Yeah. Come on, man.
Just throwing that. Maybe get yourself briefed before you
or have some
show up.
index cards or something.
One more, the Delta flight. I mentioned earlier that Delta is where Gosler Sherrills peed on someone, but apparently there was also some unruly behavior from the Delta employees. A Delta worker struck a passenger multiple times with a beverage cart. Gal on the aisle seat.
Is this?
Delta. It says she was on the aisle seat when a flight attendant unexpectedly struck her multiple times with the loaded cart, hurting her right shoulder. She's seeking unspecified damages. This is just me, but like, if you're on the aisle, don't you need to just like kind of know that the cart's going to come through?
Right. You got to move out of the way.
And if you're leaving your body in the aisle, that's on you.
You got to move out of the way.
You don't own the aisle. The cart owns the aisle.
Right.
I got to get my Coke Zero and my Buffalo Trace and my pretzel mix. This lady.
Yeah. You did.
I don't want flight prices going up.
Undisclosed amount.
Yeah, they better give her nothing. You get nothing, lady. Oh, actually, it says here she was awarded a free first-class ticket where she was recently urinated on by an NFL player. So
there you have it.
Careful what you wish for.
Because it's going to happen.
You just might get it. All right, friends. I'm exhausted. I've worked too hard today.
Yeah.
You're exhausted too, huh?
Not really, but yeah.
You didn't poop the whole show, did you?
No, I thought I was. I had to.
Yeah, you told me you had one in the chamber when we started. I was worried.
Yeah, me too.
But
I didn't know how long. I figured Edwin would have to come in.
Are you going to make it to the house, or are you going to do it here?
Oh yeah,
do your business here.
Oh no, I will make it to the house.
Okay,
Never do it here.
Good for you. Yeah, it's only in emergencies. In case of emergencies only.
Yep.
But yeah, good job today, Vic. Way to keep us afloat.
Yeah, just something.
Good job, Edwin. Even though he contributed nothing on air. He knew it was just me in here by myself. He offered nothing. Didn't offer. Oh yeah, I got a microphone. No, not me. Hopefully Rob will be back tomorrow.
But we'll see.
If not, you know what? We'll power through.
It's what we do.
We'll power through.
It's what we do, man.
Like a half awake colonoscopy.
No way. No. That's horrible.
Blitz on it too. We'll be back tomorrow at 6. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
Ahead of the field and throws it down with a right hand.
Your home for the NBA.
With your Cowboys report, I'm Christy Scales. The boys were winners in Vegas thanks to big plays in their 27-12 preseason victory over the Raiders. Details after this.
Cowboys Nation is big because everything's bigger in Texas. And Reliant has the energy to power it all. From home field advantage to home sweet home, Reliant has Dallas Cowboys fans all across the Lone Star